It's a shame we can't.
This is Björn Landberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to. We're still giggling about that intro. Welcome to Threefold Talk, your weekly dose of IE or fun, where the roof mistress likes to boss me around saying, "Start the stream, I'll be back," which is what we're giggling about.
Start the stream. You didn't start the stream yet.
No,
I do.
It started.
Oh, it took that long.
Yes, this is the intro.
It's like we're live, Leigh-A.
Yes. By the way, we're live.
I saw the in whatever corner it is.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, welcome. Obviously, we're going through the Expanse currently. If you weren't aware, you've joined us randomly. We're on chapters 19 and 20, but we'll get to that a bit later. How is everybody doing?
Good. I just ran back across the Threefold Land right before this. I was watching an orchestra concert. My son was doing, which was really nice. And he sounded really good. And he made me so mad that I heard this. But he has an alarm on his phone for like taking his nighttime medicine, and it started going off while he was playing.
Oh no!
He's of course mortified, and I just think it's really funny because, of course, it's usually someone in the audience who has a phone like making noises, but no, it was a performance this time.
Oh man! Oh.
We're all human beings. It happens.
Yeah,
so.
It wasn't too loud. Like you could barely hear it. I think he could hear it, but like I was sitting maybe like not even halfway all the way back, and I kind of heard like a twinge of it, but I didn't hear it very much. But they sounded really good, so it was nice.
Oh, good.
To hear
At least it was in his pocket and not like in a backpack backstage where he couldn't get to it.
It should have been.
Where it should have been, but
then
he wouldn't have been able to turn it off.
It's where it should have been.
I mean, it might have been less audible backstage. I don't know.
If
It doesn't
was
matter.
Inside of the case, yes.
Yeah,
closed.
maybe.
But no,
Well,
no, they don't even
hopefully-
keep their cases like on the stage. They have a whole separate room, like across a hallway. Like no one would have heard it.
Hopefully there was a fun little lesson learned there, bless.
He was so annoyed. I was
Things
laughing.
you only ever do once. Like,
Yes.
Seriously.
I mean, one would hope, but
Yes.
True.
Fingers crossed.
True.
So
One
otherwise you just earn toe. Like more toe.
yeah.
So yeah.
He has so much toe. So much toe.
Yeah.
So much.
I mean, I don't even know if his orchestra director heard it. Like, it was pretty quiet. But I
There
saw
we go.
him, like, the reason I knew it was happening is because I was sitting, like, here, and he was basically, like, this to me. So he's holding his viola like this. And he stopped playing his, like, what's this?
Bow.
Thank you. His bow disappeared. I was like, why did he stop playing? And all I see is his hand is like going like this. And I was like, and Dylan was sitting right next to me. He's like, what is going on? And I looked at it for a second and I was like, oh, it's his alarm. His alarm is going off. And I only knew it was his alarm because I know he has an alarm set for like 7:30 or whatever our time. So, and he, because he didn't, like, Doyle, I don't think he even heard it.
Well, there we go.
But it was the frantic.
Moms hear things, okay?
Moms hear things.
He's like holding a bow and a viola and desperately trying to turn his phone off at the same time.
Oh.
It was It was much more entertaining to watch than experience. I am sure.
I'm sure.
Sure,
I mean,
yeah.
at least he wasn't in the middle of like a solo or something.
Mhm.
Then it would have been
Yeah.
awful. Like no one else playing at the time, or very little playing at the time.
It was a
and-
very
yeah.
full piece, full orchestration. So like, yes, it was, and yeah, there weren't any sort of quiet bits. So
Perfect. There we go.
yeah,
They're gonna
it
get
was
away with
fine.
that.
I shouldn't be laughing as much as I am as a former orchestral professional. But I am laughing.
You can
Well-
laugh because you know.
I do.
You've been there. You've suffered through things and
Oh
calamities.
man,
and such before.
I've heard. My favorite was there was this pianist. I don't even know if he's alive anymore. His name is Garrick Olson, very famous solo pianist. He was playing an orchestral piece once at our orchestra, and someone's phone like went off, and he just stopped. He stopped playing, and he waited until like they turned their phone off, and he lectured them. Like in the middle of his concerto, he's like, you know, what we do actually is not easy. And all we ask for you is to just come and enjoy it. But you doing that destroys it for everyone. And then he just goes back
Wow.
to his concerto. Yeah. He went on. It was
Okay,
pretty great.
Oh man.
It was pretty great.
fair enough.
Moral of the story: silence your phones
He
when you go to the
he was
concert.
He's an amazing pianist. I'm sorry. I honestly don't know if he's still alive. Like it was
Everybody in the audience,
But
silence
like,
your
he's
phones
an
now.
amazing pianist, but kind
Yes.
of like a grumpy
Mhm.
guy in like real life. So it was very in character for him to do that. But yeah, it was
That's
good.
funny.
So, listeners, viewers, also apologies to Charlie because I didn't get last week's episode uploaded onto the podcast yet. I totally forgot. That's so much toe for me right there. Apologies to Charlie when she eventually hears this, although I've already apologized to her. But viewers and such, turn off your phones so you don't distract us. We're very
Seriously.
distractible here, so you know.
So true.
But, yeah. Before we get into obviously the main topic today, why don't we hit up Michael and Kate and see if there's any news that we just want to have a chit chat about. So take it away.
Spear brothers and sisters,
It is time to cover up your face.
for the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
I love that comment. Everybody just learned to turn the damn ringer on. And people are like, I listen on my phone. I can't do it. Yeah, that's totally fair. All right, if you need your phone to listen or watch us, that's fair. I'll let that slide. I'll let that slide.
That's allowed. We're not
Yes.
playing an orchestral piece. It's fine.
I'm not going to stop and lecture you, mostly because I can't see you.
Fine.
Leigh-A, take it away.
All right. So our favorite Wheel of Time composer, Nikhil, has some fun news for this week. He was asking, why don't books have theme songs? So he is releasing a theme song for Chance Dillon's Mercy of Tears That Went By Too Fast. But Tears of Mercy, Tears of the Fallen.
Good job, you did it.
Thank you. It's on repeat, so that's very helpful. Yeah, which I think is really cool. So he's actually done this in partnership with the author, has approval. So they've collaborated on this. And if you're a subscriber of his YouTube page, you can get a notification for it in 14 hours from now. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how this turns out. So again, you can see down here, it's in collaboration with the author, which I really like. It's just, that's such a neat little collaboration between those two types of worlds.
That's really cool. It reminds me of Jordan Reynolds' like accompaniment to the Wheel of Time stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder
At
if-
first, I thought that I was wondering if that's what he was trying to do, but this
Yeah.
it sounds more like a theme song, not like a soundscape, which is what
Which is what Jordan, yeah.
Jordan.
I
It's
wonder
still
if
cool,
he-
like, you know,
if he's ever
soundtrack for a book
connected
could be
with
fun.
Jordan.
I don't think so. I don't think they know about each other. I've thought about it frequently in the past, but then just the thought passes and I move on to the next thing.
We should
Happens to
connect
the best
them.
of us.
We should
try
connect
to
them. Yeah.
This is true. This is
Absolutely.
true. All right. What else is going on?
All right. I don't know, Rob or Mel, if you want to do this one.
I don't know. Mel, do you want to do this one?
I mean, it's your country.
I mean that is a picture of the Prime Minister's house. This is true. Yes. So if you are
Downing
watching,
Street, right?
if you are watching Downing Street, yes. If you are watching from America, or you're familiar with American comedy shows, you will have heard of SNL, Saturday Night Live. Well, after countless decades of Saturday Night Live in America, we officially have Saturday Night Live here in the UK, as in our own version of it, with our own comics. And it kicked off last Saturday. It's available on Sky and Now TV, neither of which I have, so I have not watched the full show. But there are clips available on Sky's YouTube channel, and I assume other social media platforms and such.
Actually,
This
I
is
can
a
fast forward a little bit.
you can fast forward here. You can see. So this is a clip. I unfortunately don't know all the comics names. They are, as typical SNL does, they are lesser known comics or actors that do comedy bits and things like that. Obviously, we know Hamad because of Wheel of Time. In this scene, the chap in the glasses is playing Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister. Hamad is playing, I forget his first name, but his...
Linny or Finny or it was some...
Lammy.
Lumpy or Limpy?
Lammy.
It's some sort of
So
name.
it's like David Lammy or something like Lammy's like his surname. It's his second in charge.
But he
Okay,
just
so
keeps calling him Lammy.
Yes,
It's
because that's
very
his
good.
last name, Lammy. And he just doesn't want to pick up the phone to Donald Trump, in essence,
Mhm.
because he doesn't know how to say no to the wars and things like that. So they get Lammy gets in a Gen Z advisor who's played by one of the comics from the show, and he's like, it's all about the voice notes, bro, and stuff. And yeah, so he then sends a voice note to Donald Trump, and it's
Yeah.
actually really, really
It's
funny.
really
It's very
funny.
funny. It's very funny. And
Yeah.
and Hamid, I think in all the clips I saw, kind of played the straight man roles so far. Like, I know
Yeah.
he's a very funny guy, but at least in the clips that they showed from the first episode, he was very much straight man in most of those. Like,
Yes,
he was the
yeah,
one
they
that
did.
comedy was bouncing off of. But
Absolutely.
I'm sure we will get more of it. But it was very cool to see him.
It
back
was.
on
They
our
did a
screens.
David Attenborough doing a Last Supper version where he reincarnated 10 great figures from British history to talk about why Britain is such a great country. And I forget the musician that Hamad played, but there's, Princess Diana's in there. You've got oh god, there was so many
Winston
great
Churchill was in
Winston
it.
Churchill, Freddie
Yeah.
Mercury was there, but there was like ancient figures as
I
well.
haven't
Not
seen
people.
that one yet. I
It's
saw
really
the
good. You should watch
one.
it. You should
I
watch
saw
it
the
because-
one where there was a gal on her couch kind of scrolling through websites, and he was in some sort of Black Ops site where
Oh yes,
to click so as you scroll, you know how like you manage to click that one damn part of the screen that takes you to these ads, and apparently it was like this whole secret department that is like there, so whether you click on that thing or not, like it takes you to the ads, and like she's about to
Yeah.
click, hold, go, and they're like, we did it.
They're like
Yeah.
celebrating.
It
Their-
was
their
incredible.
whole-
on an ad.
their whole job in this department is to make the internet as terrible as possible.
Yeah,
It was
It
pretty
was
great.
so
Yeah, that
funny.
is-
And you get the phone call, a congratulatory phone call on a red phone. I was like, this is so hilarious.
It is
It's
really good. And again, he plays the straight guy in that, like,
Yeah.
this is my job, like, I'm serious, I do it right, I'm proud
Yeah.
of what I do. And even the bit at the end, it was just like, so how do you feel about getting something about being paid came up, and he's just like, people get paid.
So should I play a little bit of this clip real quick?
I don't know how touchy Sky TV is
Yeah,
about
maybe
copyright
not.
and stuff,
Okay,
so
all right, fine.
I
So
was like,
we just won't do
yeah.
it.
we can tinker with that. I'll try something in future weeks. If
I
there's a
can
clip
post
people
the
really wanna
link
see.
in chat, so if you guys want
Yes.
to go to this YouTube page and watch it on your own, so that way we don't get hit.
Yeah. The Last Supper for it is just up in the top right hand corner. You can see that it says Last Summer. It's SNL UK. It's what it's called, and it's been really the few clips I saw from last week were really funny. So I'm hoping it comes on a service that I can watch it on at some point because I look forward to.
Yeah, but they do basically the same thing that SNL here does, is post most of the skits. On YouTube for you to watch at your leisure if you're not watching at midnight because it comes on pretty late. So
and it's got good feedback from critics and stuff. So
they did a great job. They did a great job, and I was saying to them after I watched some of the clips on Monday or something, I was like, it was actually kind of cathartic to see other countries' politicians being
fucking useless,
comedic fuck ups instead of just ours. So it was nice to just get a very British version of SNL. They did a really good job.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
All right, ready for the next piece, Rob? I think you should do this one.
Okay. Priyanka won herself a Best Actress award for her performance in Agra. This is at the Critics' Choice Award.
India.
Yeah, Critics' Choice Award in India. So she won that. This is a couple of days ago now, I think. So it's still quite fresh, but it's really awesome. I love her outfit that she went in. This is just
she looks amazing. I'll go through the pictures.
Yeah, go for the pictures. But yeah, I didn't actually see any of the speeches she gave, whatever. But I just saw the pictures of her winning, and she just, as you can see, she looks so happy.
She's just absolutely glowing.
She's so cute.
Yeah, and it's very well deserved from what the critics say. Again, this is not a movie I've been able to find a copy of to watch, but it's on my list to watch when I can get it, because I want to see it. And critics have said it's a great movie, and obviously, particularly in India, she's won an award for it. So huge congratulations to her for that, because much deserved. She's a great actress, and it's always ramen rattle.
Yes. Oh, I didn't bring your
nice to see. It's nice to see our actors getting awards, even if it's not Wheel of Time, because they deserve it. So
I'm sure they will get some awards at the Olivier's as well.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I mean that's in just over 2 weeks. So hopefully there'll be more awards. I'd be absolutely shocked if Rosman doesn't win for Inter Alia. That is an incredible play. So
I just recently saw a clip that the National Theater posted of her in that, and I lost my mind. And I was like, I want to see more of this.
Yeah, they did show a production in a cinema of it. Like they filmed it live to transmit to a cinema, and people could watch it in the cinema, like one performance. So I don't know if that got filmed to be released after the run is finished or something like that. But hopefully something like that happens, so other people can experience it, because it covers some strong topics that are not always easy to talk about, but important topics and important discussion about people and how life can hit you from multiple directions at the simultaneously. It's quite a moving play. But yes, anyway, congratulations again to Priyanka, much deserved. And speaking of one snack to another, what's her last piece of news?
Ta-da! Ta-da-ta-ta!
Yes, Taylor Napier, the king of snack waters, snack water uno numero, Taylor Napier, Maxim. How many other names can we give him? Sir Snacks a lot. No, Sir Snack Giveth. Sir Giveth of Snacks. There we go. Will be at WhatCon. He is the guest of honor this year. So if you are going to WhatCon, congratulations. You get to see this fabulous person in person. If you've not and you've been debating it, this is your nudge to be like, go. Because Taylor is, drool time. Taylor is an awesome person. And he deserves a weekend full of love. He's such a great guy. So I hope he goes and has the best time, which I'm sure you will give him if you're going to be there. But if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not sure if I can make it this year, here's your nudge to hopefully make it. So, hi, Mies. Welcome to the party. We're just discussing Sir Giveth of Snacks and his appearance at WhatCon.
Lots of snacks.
Yes. So yeah, I think that's about it for news, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Can I give you an update? This is completely unrelated to Taylor and why, but related to the orchestra conversation that I started.
Okay.
Doing just texted me that one of my son's orchestras, is doing the John Cage piece, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Are you familiar with this piece?
No.
Not really, no.
Okay. It's a piece that is 4 minutes and 33 seconds of rests.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
So the orchestra comes on stage, sets up, and then they rest for 4 minutes and 33 seconds, and that's the whole piece.
That's
So-
really cool.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It's really interesting piece. I've
gotta
never
be hard
seen
to
it
play.
live, and they get to like do that's. I was just like, that's crazy. I've never seen it live. I've just like seen recordings of it, but that's so cool.
So we do actually have one surprise bit of news, and we just had a guest join to help us talk about this news. So,
Yes, we do.
Amis, do you want to introduce our special guest?
We have a very special guest who's been really supporting us since we have expanded Threefold Talk. I mean, he's always a good support, but now he's just been surprising us weekly with his lovely art. We would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Spuds.
Yes.
Hey,
Spuds.
Spuds.
for short.
Hi.
Surprise!
Will you sneak in?
Hey.
It's like, what's going on?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, hey, beautiful people.
Hi.
We love seeing your face.
What you
Yeah.
doing? What you been up to?
Oh, myself?
Yeah.
I'm not even, I've been busy lifing. So I'm not
Yeah.
even in Colorado right now. So
You
it's been a rough
look
week,
like
but
you've
I've been
been
trying to do
kidnapped.
stuff anyway.
You do kind of look like you've been taken into a,
Are you filming a hostage video?
yes,
yes.
you're in a white room.
Blink twice if you need us to send spears.
Unfortunately, and I'm not to bring down the party, I'm clearing out my parents' house. So,
Oh,
so you guys are a bright ray of sunshine. So I am going to enjoy being here amongst friends.
Okay.
I did get to hit north of here and watch a certain movie with Lauren and Alyssa. So that was
amaze.
Oh, cool.
amazing.
That's awesome.
So can we kill the music real quick, Rob? And
Oh, yeah,
because we
just-
do have a special surprise.
Surprise!
Do this without-
for-
Do
For
this
you
without
and Mel.
dropping the cat.
Yeah,
There we
oh,
go.
yeah. Good job. Cat is safe.
She's
I'll just
really
say-
snuggling me right now.
Yeah, have a request.
She actually wants to be with me like this right now, which is
Aw.
extremely rare that she actually wants to sit on me for a long time.
Because she collaborated with me, Spuds, and I, so she wants to be here for your reaction.
You
Mhm.
sneaky
So-
devil. Okay.
And I'm just gonna go and hope that.
Oh
That's
Yeah.
gosh.
What is it?
Work in progress.
What? Oh my god. I don't hear any sound. Is there meant to be
There's
sound?
no sound.
Added
Okay.
sound. I haven't even done a lot of
Oh
this.
my
yet.
gosh.
Oh my. Oh my god.
We have a new logo.
So
Oh, that's incredible.
And give me a second because I didn't know if you guys were gonna like stealth and try to look through the picture. So meanwhile, you guys can look at this picture.
Aw, we're
this
so
is
cute.
the
look
piece.
at us.
Oh.
If you wanted to know what yours looked like looking forward and or standing, Mel, and Rob looking forward.
I know you gave me
Oh,
legs
yeah.
that are like vertical.
You did, yeah. I'm not looking. Wow, you did move my eyes around. I didn't.
You know,
realize
if
that
we
at
were
first.
the four people on the Rocinante, who would each of us be?
Ooh.
I think I know who Mel is in this picture.
I'm Amos.
You're Amos. Yep. You're-
I feel like as the token Wetlander, I have to be Holden.
Absolutely, Holden. The problem is that I think both Leigh-A and Amis are Naomi.
We
So.
got two Naomi's.
Yeah, this is true. Double Naomi.
We're
Sorry,
blended.
Alex. All right.
I'm fine with being Alex because Alex kind of, he's chill and just whatever. So I'm good with Alex or basically anybody but Holden. I'm good with. So
that's so cool, Spuds. Thank you so much.
So here's a different version of
my god,
the graphic.
I love it. Is
so
that
cool.
Is that the Rocinante?
The Rocinante.
I love it.
The Restaurante looks so cool.
And then here is just a still picture of
I
it.
love it.
I love it so much, Buds.
It wasn't based on the show. The descriptions I could get that read, it was pencil shaped and or like a small chisel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I started, and then I read a little more and tried to flesh it out a little bit. Leigh-A's request was the circle. She wanted to be a moon. And the threefold talk, she wanted the E in front of the threefold. And
that gives me like it really makes it sciencey because at first you're like, is this like some variation of E equals MC squared?
Yeah,
but it's also not. It's also expanding threefold talk. It like fits in so many categories.
I love it so much.
I tried to replicate the E font in Expanse. So
I love that it launches spears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the spear was another thing I wanted to keep. So even though it's not really spacey, but it's very us. So
it's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, so Spuds, Amis, and I have been working for like 2 months at least.
We've been wifing. I've been doing other stuff, and then every once in a while, I'd flash something to them. They'd say, "Oh yes, this, try that," or "Let's look at this," and we just bounced it back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
chipped at it.
You guys are the best.
This is so cool. Honestly.
I want it on a shirt.
Right?
Yes. We need to.
Like you say, quickly say hi, brother.
Hi, brother.
Hey, brother. Heather, I've heard that before. It's okay. For those listening, she just was talking about the size of the spear that appeared on screen.
That's one ginormous spear.
Yeah.
And Rapunzel does say missiles are space spears. So
I'm very confused why there's no placentamon in that picture, though. Like,
it's a work in process. I'd like to make it long enough to have. I won't say there's not going to be a placentamon, and Leigh-A may not even know where.
Just like imagining it like
he's hiding inside
like
the ship,
wrapping around a ship, kind of placentamon, like a sea monster,
like
a crack.
The version, and then Spuds will send me like the real version.
I know. Just watch. I'm gonna be like, oh, can we do a shirt in time for JordanCon? And I'm gonna get the placentamon shirt as opposed to what I asked for. So.
That was if we all did shirts for each other, it would be that. We would buy Leigh-A the placentamon shirt.
Well, that's delightful. What an amazing surprise!
Yeah.
Thank you, you guys. Thanks for all your work. I know you guys
honestly.
do a lot of stuff in the background for this, and it's
this is
shows.
there's a lot of stuff in advance that Amis and Leigh-A put down for this show. Mel and I basically read and turn up and have fun and try to be entertaining. That's pretty much our job these days. So much G.
But you guys basically run the show though. Like Amis and I just sit there and make faces.
Sure. I learned from Alan. You just say sure a lot. Interesting. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always like the brother sips. So I'm glad I'm not the expert here. Otherwise, I would be drinking so much all the time.
Hey, come on, Leigh-A. You brought the charts. We got the charts.
This is true. Yes.
Don't let Leigh-A fool you. She does a lot of stuff.
We love the charts. So, but no, honestly, this is so cool. So cool. And I've just noticed there are actually just options here. Like, oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna.
And Rob, I just emailed you the flat logo file in case you wanted to do something with it.
Okay.
Do something.
Do something.
I don't know. He
Do
did
it now,
Did you
Rob.
guys hear,
Not-
speaking of the Expanse and not the news about the Wheel of Time, did you hear there's an Expanse video game coming out?
Yes.
Yes.
I did
heard
see
this.
someone talking about that earlier,
Yeah.
but I didn't look into it because it was just after I got back.
So it's based off of well, the one that I've been tracking is based off of a character that we have not yet met in the book. So it's a show character specifically. It's so they've been collaborating with an actress, and actually her character is a combination of multiple female characters in the books. So her character, the show character, doesn't exist in the books as written in the show. But it's supposed to follow her in like the Belter era, so like kind of before the books.
Interesting.
Well, can somebody just play that and I can watch? Because
I
that
think-
one character might be my favorite character of all time.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Beth Dillman has talked about playing, so we'll
What
make sure to
platforms
keep
is it going to come out on? Will it
It's
be
some
on
Steam,
game.
I think. I think
Yeah.
Steam? Okay. I might, maybe I can play that. I know. Will it
Mhm.
spoil me if I play that?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
I
It doesn't
don't
come out
know.
till 2027. We got time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
good.
oh, yeah. We're good. We're good.
And-
All right.
and again,
Done by that time.
It's based off of basically a culmination of characters, so it'll be a name you'll eventually see, but it is not that. Like again, it is like not that character. So I don't think it'll be spoily.
Would it be in a Holden chapter or a Miller chapter?
Because if it's not in one of those two
Wrath
chapters,
of
I ain't
Fire.
gonna.
That's
I
all we
gonna.
know.
That's it. That's what the Expanse is, right? It's Holden Miller. That's
That's
the
all it
Expanse
is till the
That's
end
all
of
it
9
is.
books.
Yeah, nine books of Holden Miller. You know. Oh, sorry. With one different character as the what is it when you get the chapter before the chapter? Like what's the
The
prologue?
prologue,
Yes, a prologue in
gonna
each
say-
book is one other different character. So we get
or maybe like an
9
interlude.
different characters.
Maybe
Yeah, we get
interludes
like-
eventually.
There's 11 POVs across 9 books, okay? Because it's Holden Miller.
I want a
But then
placentamon POV.
a
That's all I
prologue.
ask.
9 different prologues for the 9 different books. 9 different POVs.
Umbra corrects me. It takes the video game is supposed to take place over the first 3 books,
Okay, so we
so not
That's
a
nice.
not a prequel.
yeah, 2 chapters a week kind of should get us through a book in 6 months ish, maybe 7, depending on how things go. So yeah, maybe it won't be by that stage. It shouldn't be too spoilery. You know, we should be good, I think, depending on when in 27 it comes out. Anyway, Spuds, you are a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you so much for working on that. And Amis and Leigh, you two are some sneaky AO that we love very much.
So
So,
ideal. You didn't
So
even know.
sneaky.
very
You guys-
good.
Are you gonna stay for the show?
Yes, Spuds is going to stay if he can.
Yeah.
You brought him up.
So now the question
Empty
is,
house. What am I gonna do? There's
I mean,
nothing.
you could prove to us that you are not a hostage by telling us your opinion of Gawain.
no, fear the spear, because we did vote with
Oh, we
the
didn't
chat
make
voted
any
last.
questions,
Oh.
though.
We could just do the wheel
Oh.
real quick because we were already running a little late.
This is true. Okay.
Running late.
Isn't this Fear the Gear? Are we saying Fear the Gear now?
I fear the,
Fear the ga-
sphere.
Fear the
Fear.
Sphere? Is that what it
I'm
is?
still in favor
Sorry, I
of
missed
Red
last
Dead.
week.
So complicated.
What
Fear
decisions
the-
did you make?
Here, I'm going to play the thing because there's a thing that we played.
Do it. Play the
Wait,
thing.
hold on. Where's the
Yes.
thing?
Sorry,
There's a
Heather,
thing?
I didn't get to watch last week yet because this week has been
Wait, where's?
mother
Where's the
effing
thing?
week.
Wait, there we go.
There's
There's the thing.
All right.
I feel like
Well,
we
I gotta
could
choose-
very easily.
I gotta choose
convert
music
that.
as well.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to
Fancy.
find the music again.
Music.
I gotta put
yeah.
Spuds up top.
This is true. Spuds. there we go.
Spuds goes on top. Spuds, I don't know.
Right,
Do you go
you-
on top or on
Are
bottom?
you a
You're gonna
Twitter
get
top
4
Spuds?
questions. We're gonna kick it off with 10. Number 10. Actually, first.
Wait, yeah. What's
very,
number
very
one?
quick.
What's number
What's
one?
number 1? Apologies.
What's number
Apologies.
one?
Look,
Are
you get me on the fly here,
a
okay?
Belter, a Martian, or an Earther?
Yeah. What are you?
Oh,
Job,
that's a good one. I'm gonna go Belter.
All right. Okay.
Need to get a
Nice.
little gritty.
Fair.
Nice.
I'm gonna stretch you out, Spuds.
All
does have the height.
Whoa,
He does have
he's
the
not
height,
like
yeah.
6'5".
Yeah. All right. Kicking it off with question 10. I'm going to ask this. Spuds, what is your favorite fungus food?
Mm.
No fungus among us.
No. You're living on just liquid diet?
Yeah, I guess I'm just I'm Miller just filling up the bar. I guess I don't
You're
know.
just living on it. But isn't the beer also made of fungus?
Beer and the bourbon, everything is made.
Everything's
of
made of fungus.
Well, there is vat grown meat, which is basically like meat muscle cloned. So
Okay.
Yes,
Fungus
that's
meat.
You're on
ground
the-
food.
You're on the me burgers then.
Me
Okay,
burgers,
so-
exactly.
meat burgers and booze, like it.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
All yachts
Next up.
welcome. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh yeah,
All right.
it's welcome.
Mel's going to ask you question 2.
If you were going to open a shop on Ceres, what would it be?
It would be a space version of the steading. It would just be a shop that you could come into and just get away from all the crap around the universe. Close down. You pass the door. Yep, you do pottery. And
Yeah, there'd be pottery. So
There's definitely gonna be pottery.
Oh,
And
it's
arms.
pottery and hugs.
Pottery.
Pottery and hugs.
Pottery.
yeah.
And abs. Don't
I
forget
love
the
that.
abs.
So the steading as a store.
You
I'm
you
down.
leave it at the door and you come in, buy supplies if you needed, go into your corner or participate with others and do your thing.
I mean, there's your slogan, okay? As you and Mel just said, the steading as a store where you leave it at the door.
Mm.
Like it.
Love it.
I like it. All right.
I don't
Amis?
know. Nothing can beat the pun that's in this week's chapters. Nothing.
That's fair. Question 4, Amis.
Ooh, what body
Oh.
part would you name your ship after?
Oh. Oh, I
This is such a funny
I
question.
don't know. Pretty close to the scapula.
The scapula?
You like
No,
the
the
scapular?
humerus, I guess. I don't know.
The humerus?
The humerus.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
good
The humerus. I
one.
like that.
The
Yeah.
humorous. This humorous Spuds.
Yeah.
Spuds humorous.
It's true.
Would you be an Epstein drive or a what's the other one?
I can't remember.
Or a
Well,
thrust
we need
thrust
to-
drive.
Thrust.
Would you be a thrust drive?
No,
Spuds?
no.
Yeah.
Would you be
Yeah.
a thrust
It
drive?
sounds like a personal question, though.
Yeah,
well,
would you be
Yeah, I didn't know the option was thrust, but we'll still be
yeah,
off.
that's what it is. It's thrust or Epstein. You got two really good choices.
Okay. Next.
Not an official question.
that's not
I'm gonna change the body part now. No, I'm just kidding.
all right. Question 7, Leigh-A.
Name something Naomi could fix for you.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh,
She can fix so many things.
the everything. That's hard.
Right?
be
Yeah.
specific.
I mean, I don't know what I don't need fixed right now. So
What do you really want fixed right now? Spuds.
the what?
What do you really want fixed right now? What can she do?
I need like 36 hours in a day. I need her to fix time.
Okay,
I
time.
believe
Somehow
she could do
36
that.
hours in a
No
day.
problems.
So
No
I can
problems.
do more of just the everything.
Yeah.
Not a
I
problem.
love that.
Love that. All
What
right.
is time? Anyway,
exactly?
It's a wheel.
It's a wheel.
It goes
This
round
is
and round.
So
I mean,
true.
somebody should write a book about that.
I mean, yeah. That would be a good idea.
Noman Garden
Okay.
says.
okay,
"My
wait. Can
life."
I ask one question that's not on there?
My background's so depressing here.
I know. That's what we say. You look like you've been taken up like a
You're filming a
alien
hostage
spaceship
video.
and done a probe up your butt. I
Been
don't know.
kidnapped.
Zoom in the table
Tell
so I
me
just
what
pick up more of the
ransom-
screen.
We need to ransom you.
Okay, I have one fear, the sphere. That's hard to say, guys. One fear to the sphere question for you, Spuds. What is your favorite medium and tools that you like to use for art? Like, what's your favorite?
Oh, depends on the mood. It seems like I've been favoring a lot of watercolor because it's fast and easy. But
is that how you like your art? Fast and easy?
That's how I have to take my art currently.
Hey, we all go through those phases.
The only one I've struggled with or don't do much of is oils, but I like pen and ink. I like watercolors. I like exploring, though. I like trying different things. I don't like niching. So if I can, I just like going all over the place.
I don't like niching either.
You hear first, folks. Spuds likes to explore.
He does,
but he doesn't tinker with the oils. They're
like to explore, but right now it's fast and easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get that.
I think that thrust drive is the right choice for you.
The thrust drive is totally the right choice.
Yeah. This is perfect. All right, we are running a little behind because of surprises, which are wonderful. Right. So let's get into it. It's time to talk chapters 19 and 20 of the Expanse.
I'm still so obsessed with that
so
intro.
Good. I just stop everything I'm doing and just go like this.
Yep.
Patswain was yelling at me, but
that's fine. Sulan's wandering around my legs, constantly wanting attention, but won't get in my lap. So,
all right.
Before we get into the chapters, I just have to say one really quick thing since I missed the introductions. This week, a good friend of mine said after I gave them feedback on how my drinking was a couple weeks ago, and he said, "You know, you're really fun drunk." I said, "Okay, good." So tonight, I might get there. That's all I'm saying. It's been a day.
Okay.
It's been a day.
So forgive me.
You deserve it.
It has been a day. This is fair. This is fair.
It.
All right.
You deserve it.
All good.
Yeah.
Well, last week we made Heather our guest do
that's right.
the
We
recap.
Oh,
Spuds, recap. Go.
No.
I don't have the mental fortitude. I did listen to the chapters. I am.
That's fair. No, you're all. So I'll take this for you because we do appreciate you doing all that art and did want to at least give you the opportunity. Didn't want you to feel left out.
No, I don't feel left out. Just been working hard the last 5 days. So.
That's super fair. So we start with where the last Holden chapter picked up immediately in the moment after they saw Palpatine Johnson, and Holden goes to shake his hand and starts giggling like a little schoolgirl, and Johnson's like, I don't know what's going on. Holden's like, the ship's didn't blow up. This is great. And so meanwhile, as we saw in the chapters before, they're all kitted out, just in case shit blows up. So they start walking. They take an elevator into some of the inner rings.
There's carpet.
Yeah, it's carpet. Oh, it's executive level.
Paneling.
Faux wood paneling.
The epitome of class.
Not gonna lie, it made me think of the one time I like went to an executive level briefing at the Pentagon and I got to go in the special entrance and I was just like, it's the special entrance. Got it.
Special
That's
entrance.
cool. Oh, it's really fucking cool. I'll explain it later. Anyways,
That's what I
recap
call
right now.
the entrance to my Pentagon too.
Right. It's full of wood paneling. Anyways, wow, that went really well. So Holden stumbles when he gets into gravity, and Naomi snickers because she thought that was fucking funny that the goddamn Earthers stumbled. And meanwhile, like Fred's treating them like there's nothing going on, and Holden's like, okay, we need to chill the fuck out and tell us what you actually want. We're stopping here in the middle of the hall until you tell us what the fuck you want and what is going on, because this seems too good to be true. And Fred's like, okay, check, got you. Can we just go like 5 more feet and then we'll talk, like not in public? So the Rocinante crew goes, and they end up in this nice little flat essentially. And Fred's like, yeah, so shit's going down. It doesn't look good. But I think there's 2 ways that most people think this is going to end. It's either somebody surrenders or war. And then, but I think that there's a third option. We have a trial. And basically the Rocinante crew laughs like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. What? And he's like, no, but you guys are my star witnesses and I will keep you in luxury until you testify. So what do you think? They don't really, it seems like they agree because flash forward, Naomi's karaokeing to some sort of like weird belter death metal song. Holden's not a fan. She's just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm getting drunk. Don't tell me what to do.
Fuck you, Holden.
Fuck you, Holden. Don't tell me what to do.
Karaoke.
Yeah. And don't tell me I can't drink. Don't tell me my songs are shitty. And then Holden is just like, okay, I just got told what to do. Also, I'm still daydreaming about Naomi a little bit now. Like, I would totally take her, but like, let's not do that. So he leaves, attempts to go to sleep in his new apartment, then goes to the Rocinante and sleeps there thinking about like all his trauma. So fast forward to Miller. Miller has been unemployed for 5 days at this point. Series is kind of not really falling apart. It's just kind of weird. So Earth has officially pulled out. The OPA has officially brought it into its control of nations, which is weird. So we could discuss that. And he goes through what he did. Like, we have a flashback of what he did through the 5 days. We can discuss that. But the most important thing is he received 80% of the data that he requested on the ships in that window with the specification. So he's been going through all that data in his free time. He's sobered up. And he finds a ship called the Rocinante that kind of piques his interest. Meanwhile, he's talking to Javi. Sorry, Mel. Prediction debunked. Javi has safely made it to Ganymede without any incident. Is working for a company. Tells Holden that, like, hey, yeah, like, you should come work for me. Holden's like, or sorry, not Holden, Miller. Tells Miller, come work with me, partner. And Miller's like, okay, cool. Like, I might consider it, but I have one thing. Like, do you mind like helping me track this? While Miller's waiting for that information, he goes and buys himself a ticket to Tycho because he's like, you know what? That's where this Rocinante, who I think is Holden and crew, went, and got a last minute message from Javi saving him from having to go all the way to Tycho, and then to they're going to Eros, which we didn't learn in the Holden chapter. So apparently there's a flight. So apparently we've got some time shift. Anyways, that is the summary.
Very good summary.
Long summary.
That was good summary.
It was so good.
It was really good.
So let's talk about the real serious question in this first chapter.
Tell us.
Yes.
You tell.
Which coffee maker is better?
The Rossi or the living room?
Yeah,
what
the
you're
Rusty or
asking?
the, yeah.
I don't think we haven't drank out of. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Like, anyway, sorry. I saw the
I would
coffee
think,
machine
Rob,
chat
that
going on, and I was
the-
like, I have to say that.
The coffee maker in the engineering capital of the belt would have a better coffee maker. That would be my
I don't
answer.
know, but it's a Martian class super vessel. Super vessel.
Super
Look,
duper
this ship is
cafe vessel.
this ship is weird. Okay,
Nobody
and
asked Holden that, and I don't think he would admit what he really thought anyway, because he's too busy, like.
Jacking off to Naomi. I mean, come on.
It was almost like, this is too nice for me. Techo Station is too nice for me. I have to go back to my also really nice ship because it's too nice. Like, they did too good of a job building this station.
like, I can't live somewhere that doesn't have real wood. If you're gonna have wood, it has to be real. Otherwise, no
because
wood.
I'm the only
I grew up in a
one.
house with real wood. Not
I
like
know
any of
what
these
real
people.
wood is. Yeah.
I know what real wood is.
Yeah, he does.
Holden.
Holden.
Oh
His
dear.
superiority.
The
and
like,
his
the like
aesthetics shit.
dick measuring contest that was in this subtext of this unnecessary it was very unnecessary. He has a whole ass station. He can build ships. He builds giant Mormon ships. He wins. Just chill. He wins. He
Yeah,
wins.
but
And
he's
he makes
you know.
amazing puns. The
Yeah,
That's
tell us
great.
about this pun. Let's talk about the pun.
The pun? What's the pun? Oh, the
Tell-
shed pun?
Take the pun away. Mel.
So
I know
this
you
is
can-
my experience reading this. I read too much blood has already been shed, Fred said, and then shed. Too much blood has already been shed, Fred said, shed, and then I just stopped reading and laughed for 5 minutes. Like I laughed out like I was guffawing, like I was.
It took me a second to realize, like, that they were talking about shed and just not just shedding blood, and they were just sad about how many people had died.
Well, I mean,
it
they
took me a
think
second to
it's
be like,
unintentional.
oh, sheds.
But
Yeah, like,
that's being
I-
intentional.
But that
too.
is the phrase. Like, you
Yeah.
shed blood, and
It was
it's
the shed part. It was the
super-
second shed where I just like lost it. I lost
Yeah.
everything.
where the
I know the
authors are like,
sentence.
see what I did there?
Yeah. The sentence was meant to be like, too many people have died, and that was the intention. And I carried on with that intention when the crew were just like, oh, poor shed. I was still just like, why are you confused about how much blood has been shed? Like, you know, and it took a second for that drop. I'm like, oh, you mean the person that we all made the joke about? Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So that took-
Right said shed.
I paused then. Right, Fred shed. Because I was just like, oh, I'm being a dum dum.
Then
but
shed,
yeah, like,
Fred
it is-
said shed.
yeah, shed, Fred shed.
Shed, Fred said
Yeah.
shed. Shed, Fred said shed.
Said Fred shed. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
Dead
It
shed,
was-
Fred said.
Yeah, dead shed, Fred shed. Dead shed, Fred shed. Dead shed, Fred shed. Dead shed.
Oh my god. Oh
We
my
gotta
God.
someone write a tongue twister about
We just
Fred
did.
and a dead. No, but like a longer one, like a
Oh.
really long, you know, like seashells.
The question
Alright.
is, do you feel that Fred was actually doing that intentionally, or
No.
No,
it's
no,
just-
Fred wasn't. No,
Of course
Are you
not.
sure?
I'm
Of course not, because it was like, yeah, we're just reading it from Holden's
Look.
perspective, and
because
Holden
a Johnson team
is
would definitely
determined
do
to
it.
be the
No.
droopiest mourner in the
Okay.
world.
Look, this chapter, it just continued to fuel my Palpatine vibes here. But
Oh, it did.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, tell us
Oh,
more.
yeah.
I
All right,
would
so-
have like defrayed some of that.
No.
That's-
I continued to fuel this and continued to fuel this
All
because
right, explain.
we're on this big giant ship. Okay, just if you do nothing else, costs you
Space
11
station.
million
Space
space station. All right, fine. We're on this big fucking thing in space that people live on. Okay, whatever you want to call it, that costs $11 million a day
Not
before you
dollars.
even. Sorry.
United
UN
Nations.
dollars.
UN
UN
dollars.
Sorry. All right, fine. 11 million UN dollars a day. Okay. No matter what you do, like, it doesn't matter whether you open the doors or not. 11 million has gone out the door.
It's a lot.
Okay. That's a lot. Okay. Now, bearing in mind that apparently Martian Navy ships cost billions, so but 11 million a day is still a lot. I had that up every. Just
That's a day.
That's a
adds up
day,
quick.
exactly.
That adds up
It's
quickly.
actually, it really does exactly.
How much
So-
does it cost to operate a naval, like, whatchamanoodle a day?
Yep.
Yeah, someone go Google how much like an aircraft carrier costs to run per
Yeah,
day.
how much does it cost to operate an aircraft carrier? a
Not
day?
that much a day. It is
Not a
definitely
million-
not even
11
close.
million a day?
No.
Not even landing planes.
No.
No.
No, we're
Fuel?
in the like hundreds of thousands a day.
Okay.
But
Numbers.
yeah, but
All right.
also aircraft carriers have nuclear fuel, so like they don't need fuel.
Once
Yeah,
they're
they
fueled,
do.
once they're set up, they're good for like 40 years. or something.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
so
good.
something
Yeah.
like a destroyer or a cruiser, which are or like one of those larger ships, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars a day,
Okay.
not even
So-
millions a day.
Right. So we're spending 11 million a day without doing anything. On top of that, apparently Fred has half the UN in his pocket and pays out an exorbitant amount of money, which he doesn't clarify how much that is, so that if they disappeared, okay, if Fred and his crew were just like upped and gone and their pay packet disappeared, like half the UN would be baying for blood. Like, how much money are you laying out for that? Okay. That's insane. So you've got $11 million UN dollars a day for that. You've got whatever your weekly, monthly stipend is for half the UN. Okay. How are you bringing in that much money legitimately?
He's making a shit ton of money off the Mormons, don't you think? That giant ship that's taken years to create. That's one.
Yeah,
Because
but-
he said he has to has a new project now, right? He's gonna find something.
Yeah. He's got like 6 months to find another project, but I don't see him making enough money to cover all of that and still have enough to like do whatever he wants. Because it's not like I'm at the limit of my budget with all this. He's still just like, do whatever you want. If expenses are on me, like I will keep you in luxury until I know it's only 4 people in comparison to a station that takes 11 million a day, but I don't see
I think he's
with
just
even the profit.
bragging. He's just bragging. He's like,
No,
yeah, I got 11.
if you're
million
bribing
today.
half the UN council,
No,
if you're bribing
bragging. He's bragging. To
yeah,
them.
but if you're bribing half the UN to do what you want, okay,
Yeah.
you are not doing that legitimately. You don't bribe politicians. Like, that doesn't go on your taxes at the end of the year legitimately.
Are there taxes in the belt? We don't know.
I don't know, but what? No, but
I'm
just saying the
sure
principle,
there
like,
are. I'm
bribes-
sure there
bribes
are.
are not a
They
legitimate.
changed the GL codes.
But
But
if
what do you
if
think?
host
Taxes in the belt?
Mormons- If you host the Mormons who want their ship to the paradise, right? And you hose them for the most, you can afford some little luxury, right? Because they'll spare no expense
He's got to be milking
also-
that.
to build the
Why?
perfect.
Why do you need to bribe half the UN?
Well,
if
he's
you
in bed with
just-
everybody, right? If he's
explained
Palpatine.
it.
you know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Palpatine, he's in bed. He's got everyone. So
To keep,
don't know.
What do you think?
To keep
We-
Tycho Station safe was his justification, and I feel like that was a pretty valid thing, right? If everybody cares about Tycho Station continuing to operate, no one's gonna like attack it or whatever. It's kind of like a neutral territory
that
that
felt
everyone
like too
needs.
viable an
It's like
excuse.
Switzerland, right?
But
Everyone wants
he's like
Switzerland to keep
yes, for
operating.
sure.
Yeah.
I also feel like for his discussion, he's got a big target on him too. Like, right? Like, if they want to kill, that's why he has to pay the UN or pay whoever, because he knows he's a target.
We know that Fred is good at spinning stories, though. I mean, how much of it is it true? I mean, just because he shows them one coffee maker doesn't mean all the coffee makers on the station are good. He's
Sure
probably
facts.
some part of a facade, just some.
We should
false
ask
bravado.
Amos what the coffee makers in the most expensive brothol on the station looked like.
Yes.
and
That's a
we-
good
he-
point.
What
Like Amos should
coffee
weigh in
maker does
here.
a hooker have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
Although
the-
if she's charging a lot, she probably can afford a good coffee maker.
Well, that's what I'm
true.
saying. If we're not believing that this is the situation for everyone
He's
on
got the
Tycho,
Nespresso, not just the Keurig.
what
Yeah, like-
I want to know is like,
What's in the cheap brothel?
is
you know?
there fancy hole the same size hole as everybody's hole on Tycho, or are there tinier holes on Tycho that like the workers
Ceres.
have to?
What are the holes on Ceres versus the holes on Tycho? That's what I
Yeah,
want.
a good
well,
point.
I mean,
Yeah,
clearly
okay.
the Tycho holes are quite large,
And
but the
nice.
Ceres holes are quite tight. You know, like you could fit the
No, I'm
entire contents of your Ceres hole
There might be tight holes
in
on
a
Tycho.
satchel bag. Next chapter, but anyway, like.
It does seem like the Holden and
hotel
crew
level accommodation seems to be, and Holden's uncomfortable with it because he didn't steal it himself, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Just like everything you have that's fancy has been given to you. Why are you complaining about this new thing that was given to you? You're
He
so
just
weird.
needs to whine just a little bit, okay?
Yeah, I suppose
And
that's
Naomi
true.
can't
yeah.
have one night.
Yeah, like let her fucking sing karaoke,
I was
okay?
Oh,
so
Like,
mad.
shut
I was
the
like, why
fuck
are we
up.
moving off Naomi? She's being hilarious. Let's see what else she does. Oh no,
Yeah.
we're gonna go watch Holden mope. Great.
They've been through weeks of trying to keep shit together. Like they go on a
can't-
standard save a busted ship expedition,
We can't
and
go
whilst they're
along with-
doing that, their ship gets blown up. So then they have weeks of trying to get somewhere. They get picked up by the Martians. Within hours of being on there, that's attacked, and they have to bail, and that gets blown up. And then they spend weeks trying to get somewhere else safe. Like they've been on the road, on the run for like a couple of months, probably at this stage.
Yeah.
a couple
Or close
weeks.
to.
Yeah.
Well, it was
No,
3 weeks
several
after the
weeks.
Dong. It was 3 weeks after the Dong. How many weeks after the Canterbury? Like we're looking at probably minimum 6 weeks there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you know they need to unwind. They need to let loose. They're at a place of safety. Like regardless how I feel about Johnson, this is a safe spot for the moment. So they have the ability to let loose. Let them let loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holden's
I was
fucking
just-
creepy, all right? They're
And
both
Holden
fucking
is
creepy
creepy.
around women.
Holden's
all right?
creepy and Miller's
It's like,
creepy, and they're all
I
creepy
want-
around women.
Debated about taking her back. Like, I would have hated myself in the morning, but I would have done it. So hating yourself in the morning doesn't fucking matter. You're still a scumbag, okay? Like, fuck, no, wrong.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, and he was annoyed that he couldn't still do it, and so that
Yeah.
added to his grumpiness. Instead of going along with Naomi in her like mad quest to save Alex from the darts, which was delightful,
And Amos
I
from the
wanted
hooker.
that to happen, and I was
Oh,
like,
Naomi-
are we gonna get?
Naomi doesn't think Amos needs saving. She's
No,
like,
he's
what?
just like, let him have fun.
No.
Yeah.
Amos is
But
fine. Alex
This
needs
is
saving from
this is
darts.
Amos is in his environment. Let him be.
Yes.
I was just like, why aren't we doing that?
Yeah.
Why are we? Ah.
So to circle it back a little bit,
Let's circle back.
yeah, to the beginning of the chapter because we kind of jump a little bit to the end of the
Which
chapter.
yeah.
I
okay.
mean, the shed thing was like on page, like the it was like 4
Yes, it was
pages.
right in the beginning, pretty much.
All right, so as I said in my recap, Holden laughs upon meeting Fred. How do you think you would have reacted in that situation of like what he says is like, it's the first time a ship hasn't blown up behind me. It's almost like that hysterical laughter.
Well, I would like to point out that he got off the thing from the can and was on the Martian ship for a good few hours before the Martian ship blew up, which did also include his ship, the Knight. The
Knight.
name popped in my head.
I mean, it is hilarious that he's
But
wearing
like, I don't know why it's like, oh, I took one step off the Ristorante and now I'm laughing because it didn't blow up behind me. I'm like, you took many steps off the Knights and didn't even go back to it before it blew up.
And did not mourn it one bit.
Exactly.
You didn't even.
So-
you did not even mention the fact that you lost that ship.
Like his reactions, meeting Fred and everything, like he needs to pick a lane. Are we suspicious of Fred, or do we not care? Like, are we happy? Is he a friend? Is he a foe? Like, it felt like we end one chapter like, all right, gear up. No one's taking the piss anymore. Like,
Yeah.
blow them to hell if need be. Handshake. I'm so happy. It's nice. I'm like, whiplash. You know?
No,
I mean, if it was me and I got like out of that situation and had a new transponder and nobody knew who was on this ship, I'd be like, yeah, put me up on some fake wood wall shit. Let me live my life and I'll work at a job and just like whatever, I'll take a new name.
Take
And
a
he's
break.
all pissed off about it.
I would have been really reserved. I would not have been laughing. I'd have the bit where he's just like spill your beans and tell me the real angle. That would have been me the whole time. You know.
Also, like, why? Okay, you tell me this. I thought Holden was being such a punk ass, and he was like, "No, tell me right now. We're in the public hallway of your city that you brought us to on your dollars, and you're gonna put us up. No, you gotta tell me right now and tell me all the answers." Like, I was like, dude, just fucking get behind closed doors for just a fucking minute.
I mean, granted, I have a very biased view of Holden. I don't know if you guys know this about me.
No, I never got that
immediately-
impression before. I thought he was your
immediately
favorite.
read that entire interaction as a dick slinging competition. Right?
It totally was. Throw your sausages on the
Holden
table.
Holden gets off the ship and realizes he is way outmatched, and immediately gets defensive because he doesn't know how to like counteract the fact that he's on something fancy.
It's Palpatine, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think that is Palpatine Johnson's intention, or do you think Palpatine Johnson was trying to honor them or overwhelm them? Or
I feel like everything that we've seen, in contrast to Rob's opinion, I think everything that we've seen from Fred Johnson thus far has played out as he said it would, right? So he said, contact me, I use the keyword, I will keep you safe, I will provide you a safe refuge. He's clearly spelled out why he has that intention, and they went along it, but it doesn't seem like, as far as we know right now, it doesn't seem like he has steered them wrong yet. And I don't necessarily know that will be the same in the future, but thus far it seems like he's been talking to them straight. He's been telling them straight why he wants them and what his plans are. I mean, obviously they just learned it, but that felt like a very reasonable response to me. And I also would have taken off my pants as soon as I heard that from Fred Johnson, just like Holden did, because I would have sat down.
Did you just say take off his pants?
Because that's what he did.
He did. He took his suit off.
He stood up and started taking his clothes off in front of him.
He took his helmet off.
But then he took his whole face suit off.
Unzipped his whole suit and started undressing.
He did.
So
I mean,
that's
Fred is pretty hot. Let's be honest.
No. He was still he still had his spacesuit on when he was sitting in the chair.
Holden took a long, deep breath, got up, and started unzipping his suit. Yeah, okay. That's what he said.
Look, we've established he's a bit of a creep, so this kind of fits.
A bit of a creep to everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Palpatine Johnson.
But how did you read that particular scene?
Me? How did I read that?
Spuds.
Spuds. Sorry. Yes.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know. It's again, it just feels like a lot of posturing from both sides. They're trying to throw each other off a little bit, trying to just like I don't know. I don't know what the tactics are or what they're trying to do as far as the writers or the people. But it's just a little off the wall. It's a little off. It just feels just like what's going on.
Yeah,
so,
it is strange.
We did find out in those discussions, though, when Holden was being an asshole about the carpet and the fake wood, that Amos is from Baltimore.
Yeah.
And he said they haven't seen a tree in century.
I read that and I was really sad.
That
That
makes
is
me
really
sad about that.
So
That's
what's
not very
happening?
far from where I live right now. So.
What's happening on the earth right now? There's no trees in Baltimore.
There's no trees in Baltimore. A tree
100
grows in
years.
Brooklyn, but none in Baltimore. Like, what's that? What's that? What's that? But
I-
apparently they can grow
But
in Montana,
Montana,
still.
all good.
All
good,
fine.
Montana.
So it's fine. So
I suppose maybe there was some small sections of land that just never got turned into fucking Coruscant or something. Yeah. It is very sad that it's like that.
Yeah. So now we have a little
we
English
can't even
accent.
do massive future cities, right? That's crazy.
We're stupid. We're
dumb.
Americans.
We're no human beings. We're stupid, you know.
No,
So
True,
because
but we're
other
special.
human beings can do massive cities, right? Other
But does-
human
but
beings,
does
like think about
Bal-
like Singapore and
Yeah,
there's
Japan,
like in
China.
Japan, like there's cities that are like also have like naturescapes and stuff inside of them. All these like crazy things that they have.
But
They
based
figured out
off
how to make
of
future cities.
based off of the
Just us.
information that you have about Earth and Earth's history and culture, does Baltimore and many other places not having trees track, or is this it, or does that really actually surprise you?
Well, the almighty dollar of whatever nation it's coming from still seems to be the currency that matters, the thing
The
that matters.
Hiltons
So.
still exist, apparently.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Yes,
And
I
so
read
does
that.
Yeah.
Annie, by the way. Annie still exists. Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah.
What is up with that? How does Annie continue on? Like, what are we?
It's great. What are you talking about? It's classic.
I love
Continue
Annie,
on.
but like, I thought that was hilarious.
I mean, we still read the I don't know, the Iliad, right? We still
That's
read
true.
that. So
That's true.
Annie
This
can,
is true. Yeah.
can continue on.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're
That's
making
fair.
a whole ass movie about that. Seems
It's
kind of
true.
cool. I'm excited.
What, the Iliad or Annie?
Yeah,
They've already
Okay,
made
right.
it.
I was gonna say they made a couple of Annies, so
like 575
Anyway.
days.
So I
Yeah,
had a
basically.
philosophical question about Tycho Station. Is Tycho Station the epitome of Theseus's ship? It's been around for over 100 years, but it's still the most advanced technological space station in the solar system. So, and for those of you who don't know what Theseus's ship is, it's this theory that if you replace a ship wood plank by wood plank, once you replace all of the planks, is it still the same ship or is it a new ship? So again, and Fred even says we've been doing a lot of refurbishments, So is Tycho Station the epitome of Theseus's ship? Is it still
Very
the original?
philosophical, this chapter.
Interesting.
Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think that a ship can stay the same if it's replaced piece by piece?
And is Tycho Station still the original Tycho Station, or is it a new Tycho Station?
So to me, this question, it depends how you define, how you want to look at the word original. Okay. So if you want to be really, like absolute definition, dictionary sort of moment type thing, original, but you've replaced every single part of that ship at some point over a decade or whatever, or 50 years, then technically no, because it's not all the original things that made that ship up. But human beings change all their cells like every 7 years or something stupid like that. So by that definition, we are all brand new people at least once every 7 years. We are not the original. So I'm not the person I was 7 years ago type thing, using that as a broad scale. I am. I mean, I'm not like, obviously I've grown and done and experienced things over the 7 years that has changed me as a person, but I'm still me. I'm still the person. Like that doesn't change just because my cells have been just because my cells have been replaced. And I believe that applies to something in that, like a ship or whatever. Like just because you've replaced all the parts doesn't mean it's still not that original concept idea, thing. Like that's how I look at it.
I was going to say something similar. I mean, the ship is to me, it's a place and it's a community. It's the what's inside it. And it's more than just the planks and the things that get replaced around it. You can replace everything 18 times over, and it's what makes it run, what makes it work, what makes it breathe. How do the people inside work? So I just feel philosophically, I think it's bigger than just its exo being.
Yeah.
So it has a soul, maybe.
Spuds is more eloquent in how it was just been described than I did it. Yes.
So
Thank you,
eloquent.
Spuds. Yeah.
I was actually going to say something the same.
Yes.
Ditto.
Say it.
I was going to say the same thing.
Ditto.
Very similar. To
Exactly the same way, right?
Yes.
Well, and Noman,
Just in front of it.
yeah. Noman Garden also points out 100 years wouldn't be enough time to replace the majority of the station. So,
11
like it
million
is still
a
like
day
a
seems
very
like
large
that.
station. So in spite of the remakes, yes.
It's more advanced because of the people on board, right? Not the technology they necessarily have.
It's the most impressive engineering station in the solar system.
And
It's
the
crazy.
whole solar
The whole solar system.
is
Yeah.
the best.
Mm.
Okay.
It is.
Mm.
Can we talk about the moldy filters?
The moldy filters. Let's talk about that. What do you think they sound like, the moldy filters? What music are you hearing?
I mean,
Naomi
100% British punk rock. For sure.
Like Ramones or like or Sex Pistols or
I don't know. Sex.
I'm going like
The
Sex Pistols
Streets.
level.
The Streets maybe a little more rap, a little more punk.
No, very, very.
I did see Sex Pistols at first, but like not in tune Sex Pistols based on
Were they
on
into
how
maybe?
Naomi talks
That's
about
what
it.
I mean. That's why I would think the Sex Pistol fits really well, actually.
No, but like the Sex Pistols were like this is like, you know, classic. This is like pure punk. Like they epitomize that era and genre. But like so there's something that works about it. Like this the way Naomi described it, I feel like this is more deranged, I suppose, maybe. Or more a more extreme version of the Sex Pistols. How's that then? I don't mind actually a little bit the Streets being thrown in there, that kind of vibe. I don't mind that. Maybe that's the weirdness of it. A little bit of Streets has popped in there.
Little
Maybe.
Streets and maybe some New Order or something like that. Maybe a little.
Maybe we're like throwing in some of like the really intense like Scandinavian punk stuff mixed in.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah. Okay, Sex Pistols mixed with Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Whoa.
That might be a little too slick, actually.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's not dirty
I-
enough for metal.
Yeah,
there needs to be
the
more
re-
grit.
Yeah, the reason the Streets works for me is because
I
it's
just
like
imagine Naomi like
there's-
grabbing the mic and just like eating it and just being like,
Yeah.
"Wah," you know, like that.
there's like a
Anthony
an
Kiedis
oddness-
is too pretty for Naomi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Karaoke.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's what
So
I feel.
also, since we're talking about the moldy filters, which again is the name of the
Moldy
band,
filters.
yeah, that Naomi sang karaoke to, it happens to be Skeeter's ska band name. So Oliver's ears specifically made sure that we had that fact, so we could bring it up, which I think is hilarious.
That's
Wait,
great.
like legitimately it's Skeeter's ska band?
Apparently. So,
Peter, you have a ska band we don't know about?
I know,
Skeeter.
and I think
I want
Skeeter's
your
in
ska
charge. Yeah,
band.
he's been posting, so
Peter,
Clip
tell
or
us
it didn't
more.
happen.
There's a
Yes,
ska version of the Gummy Bears cartoon show. The Gummy Bears.
Now I'm gonna
cartoon
have that
show's
intro in my
theme
head
song.
now. Gummy
But
bears
it's
bouncing
in
no,
a
no,
different
no, no,
language.
no, 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 no,
It's
no.
in
Next-
Swedish, I think. So
Okay.
it's a Swedish rendition of the
Wouldn't
Gummy
that be the
Bears.
Swedish fish?
No, it's the Gummy Bears cartoon show theme song in Swedish.
Oh, man, I gotta go back and
but
watch that
ska
TV show now.
style, and it's delightful. It's delightful, and everyone should look it up. It's out there
Nope.
on the YouTubes, and you can
Nope.
find it. And
No,
That's
thank you.
amazing.
No,
No,
thank you.
Amazing.
I'm gonna make you listen to it after the show. I'm gonna find it, and we're just gonna enjoy it.
I have
It's
so
I,
many
uh,
questions about this chapter.
I'm absolutely gonna go and watch the Gummy Bears TV show now. That was a classic when I was a kid. So, yeah, hit us up with more questions. I have questions
Yes,
that I would like
you
to ask at the
ask
end of this chapter.
questions. You might
All right.
have the same questions.
Well, okay, let me ask my question. It's kind of a two-parter type thing. So let me make sure that I'm at the right point. So
That was Chuck from Chuck Woolery, 2 and 2. And if you're Gen X, you might know what that is. 2 and 2.
okay. So I think there's some classic misdirection happening in this chapter. Because I want to ask, who are you putting on fucking trial?
I'm so glad you brought
I don't
this
know
up.
yet.
Who are
Who?
you? Where is the trial going to be held?
Exactly. Who is Johnson trying to put on trial? The people on this stealth ship that no one's been able to track or find or know anything about? Like, I don't get who he's going to put on trial.
Yeah,
And
is that a
how-
real option?
And what proof, this is not the second part, but this sort of rolls with that, like, what proof do Holden and Naomi and so have other than a ship was there? A stealth ship was there. Like, they witnessed the ship. How do they know who's on the ship? How do they know who's in charge of the ship? Who, what are you putting on trial? It doesn't
He
make
doesn't
sense. And
know
secondly,
yet. That's
Put
what he's
Mars on
saying.
trial, don't you?
He's saying they can do an investigation and agree on who
Who's
it
they?
is. They could figure it out.
Who's they?
The Mars and the Belters and
The
all
UN?
No,
The
they're
UN
staying out of it.
dollars? What are
They're
UN
staying out of
dollars?
it.
I don't get it. And his reason for that is, you're my way to the table, so I can basically frame all the treaties and everything that comes out of this, so it's in my favor. That gives me very hardcore Chancellor Palpatine vibes. But you have half the UN in your pocket, to the point where if you died, they'd be up in arms about it. What more help do you need to get to those tables? How do you not already have access to those tables to make those
Holden Jar Jar?
Jar Jar?
Yeah, Holden is Jar Jar. That works. No,
True.
because Jar Jar's a Sith.
Oh no!
So I don't know if that quite works.
So the question is, does Constantine really believe that a trial is best for ethical sake, or does he really just want a trial so he can represent the OPA, the belt, whatever, we don't know, at this trial, and then become equal to Mars and Earth? What do you think? Do you think he really actually believes the trial's real, or does he just want more power?
I absolutely believe he wants more power, and that part of Holden believing and being like, that's self-serving enough that I believe it. Fine, I get that. That kind of works. But I don't see how he's not already there privately, in the shadows. And so this gives him the legitimate reason to be there, I think, is how it works. But I really don't get, we'll just do a trial. I'm like, you don't even know who the fuck you're chasing. Like, that don't make no sense.
Do you think, because he suggests that, Rob, you make a really good point. Do you think he's still the puppet master, or do you think he's just throwing shit out there to make something stick?
Oh, it still gives me Puppet Master vibes.
Okay.
This is like Palpatine convincing Jar Jar to make a motion to make him Supreme Chancellor sort of shit. Like, it's not exactly like that situation.
Jar Jar.
But it really, he's manipulating people so he can legitimately be there rather than just be there in the shadows, so that it gives him even more protection and even more opportunity to continue warping everything to his personal wants and needs.
I think Johnson is he's pressing Holden to see what kind of bullet he can put in his gun. He's testing him and pushing him this way or that. He's going to use Holden. He just doesn't know how he's going to use Holden. I think
he's so emotional.
He is,
but
Holden.
He can use him.
Yeah. But yeah,
Well,
it's
good point, Sluds.
Mel, what are your thoughts?
I have none. I got distracted by the gummy bears.
Well, I have a question for you. So during this conversation, Fred talks about the war itself. Like, we're just going to get to that point where we strap on chemical rockets and we just fucking throw rocks at each other.
Yeah.
And then he says Einstein was right. We'll be fighting the next war with rocks. So do you feel, and that quote refers to sticks and stones, that's what World War IV is going to be. Do you feel like that's what's going to happen? Are the Belters just going to start throwing rocks at the Inners, or what do you think?
Well,
in
Einstein's quote specifically was, I don't know what weapon. It's a paraphrase of conversation, so it's not an actual Einstein quote, but the paraphrase is, I don't know what weapons World War III will be fought with, but what I do know is that the following war, World War IV, will be fought with sticks and stones. Basically, the intention of his point being that we're ramping up to catastrophic annihilation of mass populations, mass capabilities of the world.
So is this World War IV, and are we going to throw rocks at each other? Is that what we think is going to happen?
You know, it honestly, to take us out of the book, it gave me flashbacks to what's happening now with like the way that warfare is being fought right now. It's just drones destroying people instead of like someone flying a ship, and it's like it's less and less the actual like instruments of destruction are less and less directly controlled by people, and so you remove yourself more and more from that particular step. You feel it's almost like from the perpetrator's perspective it's easier, and so therefore you can do it more, right? You can cause more destruction because you don't actually have to see the impacts of what you do. You don't have to see the results of what you do immediately because you're not
looking for a sniper rifle.
You're not a person.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're not pulling the trigger. You're not watching. You know it. So yeah, it seemed to me like a very natural evolution of the warfare that we're currently having.
And do you think that's a good tactic, like for the Belters specifically?
I think the Belters are in a position where they don't have any other choice, right? Like they will almost become like they will come up with some sort of guerrilla tactic to defeat their enemy, and that is the tactic that they have, right? That's the resource they have. So they're
instead of ice farming, they'll go to an asteroid and grab it and toss it down.
Just sent,
Yeah, it to me it feels like they would do that, but it's when you not cross the line, but when you push belters as a general term to that point, like they will do their guerrilla fighting prior, but it will get to a tipping point where someone just goes, I'm gonna throw a rock, to paraphrase that, to put that very simply, and the first rock gets thrown and then someone else goes, that works really well, I like that, I'm gonna throw a rock. Because we're at the point now where we don't really have many choices, and we have to. And then it will just be annihilation on both sides. Because if you start throwing rocks at planets, obviously there's huge reactions with that on a planetary scale, let alone what a human reaction would be to that. And Mars just goes hell for leather, and it just escalates from there. I can see it happening.
We would hope. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, they're so naive. Fred is so naive. We can say dropping rocks, but wouldn't you think Mars, because we've heard Mars has these great ships. Earth, we haven't really heard about much, to be honest. So I can't really speak to that. But like, you'd think they'd be able to knock down some rocks,
ship, right? Isn't it?
Can't.
It's like a repurposed
ship. It was
not an Earth military
ship.
It's not an Earth military ship, yeah.
But I mean, like, we haven't really heard about Earth much. But you would think if a rock was thrown down that they could just blow it up, right? But that's like Fred.
Then there's debris and stuff, isn't it? Like if you blow up an asteroid, you still have pieces. True. You have to make an asteroid be you have to disintegrate it.
Yeah,
you have to vaporize it.
Well, no, actually, that's not necessarily true, because we get hit by space debris all the time, and actually in the U.S. we've actually had 4 meteors, like major meteors, come through our atmosphere to the point like they still disintegrate in orbit like as they're coming through, but like we've had some major, and a lot of and people kind of spun up, but NASA and a lot of space people are like, look, this shit actually happens all the fucking time. We get hit by space shit all the fucking time.
Last week in Houston, a meteor
it was one of those
through someone's house, through 2 floors of someone's house.
So Houston, Houston, Ohio, California, and stuff. Like, again, we've had 4 major hits in the past.
I get that, but if I'm throwing a rock at the planet, I'm not throwing the smallest rock I can find.
No,
I'm throwing the biggest.
Why would you do that?
I'm throwing the biggest thing.
I'm just saying, vaporizing. You just need to.
Yeah, but it gets to a certain size where, if you just blow it up, you make pieces that are still big enough to really do damage. That's what I'm saying.
He's pretty much saying, is he going to do that? Strap some chemical rockets on some rocks and fucking toss them down?
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
It's a good comment. Sorry, just Skeeter's comment is making us feel. It's not that I don't believe Leigh-A, but I feel a lot better if Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck, weigh
They
in on
really
this.
do well.
I'm sorry.
I mean, of course, you want somebody to mansplain this.
I want Jason Isaacs to weigh on it. Look, Jason Isaacs. If you're gonna get someone to weigh on it, get like the smartest man on the planet, Jason Isaacs, to do it. So
I was gonna say Andy Weir, but okay.
Andy Weir. Amazing.
You know, when I reserved my seats for when I reserved my seats for the movie on Sunday, all the seats that were already taken had little Rockies like in the position. So like instead of just like a black box that says like these seats are reserved, like they have little Rockies.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, what I'm saying, like, if you get the belt to that tipping point, they are going to throw rocks that are so big, or as big the biggest rocks they're able to throw.
Can they win?
And that I don't know. Does anyone win in that situation? Because mutual annihilation.
I'm just asking. Is that going to make them like over the hump? Are they going to win?
No one wins. No one wins.
No, because if you push them to that stage,
no one's winning.
Yeah,
no one.
They're doing it. It will annihilate planets, and so Mars will react by annihilating the belts. Like it's
all right.
It's their equivalent of throwing nuclear.
Writing that
They don't
down.
have nukes up their arms.
So if we know that, if we agree with Fred's premise, is what he's trying to do quite so manipulative and deceitful?
Oh, it's still that. Yes, it is.
How?
Because
what's the other option? What's the other option?
The Belters don't have another option, right?
They don't have another
They don't have the ships. They don't have the guns.
Well, and that's exactly what Fred is saying, that this war is a temporary stalemate only because Mars is choosing not to use overwhelming force.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's an angle we haven't seen.
It is odd to me that no one is. It's seemingly that we've seen no one besides Fred. Like Fred is the first person who's like actually trying to figure out what happened to these ships.
It's true. We have no
one investigating this, because like all of Miller's like commentary is just like, ooh, everybody's fighting. Like, but there's no like, he's. As a detective, you would think that he would also be interested in the investigation into like uncovering what happened, but no, he feels like he has to like he doesn't even care about that.
I do feel like that's a little bit of a misnomer, because if you just think of like somebody who, like, for example, here in DC, like somebody who's a homicide detective here in DC doesn't have anything to do with national intelligence as to whether or not there's like any sort of, like, using current day events, any sort of Iranian conspiracies here. So
I don't know. I mean, I think I always see as like on social media, right? That like the people who are commenting on stuff are always just like, I have experience with this kind of work in X. This is my opinion on what I'm seeing, what's happening here, without being directly involved in it. You know, and I would, it just seems,
Miller,
odd to me that Miller
does have
in that way.
He does have opinions, but he's trying to figure out the Julie thing.
Yeah, let's talk about Miller.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to Miller.
Very late to the
Can we
Miller
skip
chapter this
past
week.
Creepy Holden?
But any more comments from you on the Holden
Creepy
chapter?
Holden. Let's move on.
Let's move on to Miller. All right. Let's move away from Creepy Holden.
Lonely Male goes to spaceship to beat off. Let's go on to the Miller chapter.
Yes.
He
Look,
can't get
Miller-
comfortable, guys. He can't get comfortable unless he's in his like.
I'm just gonna sit here in my captain chair.
No.
Look at the blue dog.
I
He
need to
wasn't
be.
happy with
I
that.
can't
He had
sleep
to go
unless I
zip
have.
himself up into his like baby straitjacket.
I need
protect
40.
him.
I need to sleep in a pentagon shaped array of 40
you know what
coffee.
you know what Holden
Secret
really
entrance.
you know what Holden really needs to sleep.
Oh,
Like
that's
in
it.
the in the
I
rock.
think Holden's playing for the wrong team.
Yeah.
He's falling asleep on Miller while Miller's trying to make a sculpture. Like, what even is that?
Oh my God!
Hey,
Like,
this
are
is
they
how
gonna
we solved
meet?
it.
Are they gonna meet?
This is how we solved
gonna
it.
meet.
Miller and Holden fall for each other. And that's how we stop them being creepy to the women, because they can just be creepy to each
Please,
That's
please,
fine.
let's
That
mold
works.
it
That
up.
works.
I'm all about
Anyway.
molding.
other. I want to give Miller a smidge of credit this week after I slagged him off so much last week, because he got fired, went on a bender for a day, which I think
As
a
he
lot of
should.
people, and like you just had your fucking long-term job that you thought you were going to have forever, or at least a situation you thought was going
You
to last a long time,
retired.
to realize, you've been like kicked out the door, kind of unfairly.
Pretty
I'm sure a
much.
lot of us can appreciate, like, I'm going to go and get drunk tonight and just say fuck it to everything. I'm going to abscond from responsibility for a while and then come back. Like, he did that. We can all empathize with that. And then he's like dealt with his hangover. And then he's kind of semi got his shit together and carried on his investigation. And just, not carried on being the alcoholic that I was really upset about last week. So I want to give him a little bit of credit for that and say, okay, there's a bit more light at the end of the tunnel now, because I was not impressed with that behavior. So
I think, he was going through some depression, and just that's how he reacted. What else is he going to do?
I don't know. Get a therapist.
yeah,
I don't know if there's therapy in series, let's be honest.
I mean, yeah, that's
Not for him.
Yeah.
Not for
He
It
him.
does.
was-
He does the bartender therapy.
Brown bottle
he
therapy.
just,
Yeah.
brown bottle therapy. Yeah, it like I said last time, it felt like he gave a line as an excuse and then it dived too deeply into it. And it's nice to see that he's actually, pulled his thumb out a little bit and is trying to still be a detective on this one case he's obsessed with. But
Do you think that Earth, because they employed Star Helix, right? So do you think them leaving, is that what you thought would happen? Like Earth would just be like, peace out, I'm gone. OPA, you take over. Is that?
oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
That felt like a kind of like a very well set up conclusion of what was going on series, honestly, because all of the
Oh, you
OPA
do?
stuff
Okay. Yeah.
was very well set up from the beginning that they were. Miller called it, right? They're positioning themselves to be the authority on series. That was I don't know.
Do you think
very
the
many
OPA and Earth were in it together? Like they planned this?
No.
No. Okay.
no.
I
I think
think-
Earth had no, go Mel.
I think Earth really seems to be
Out.
Mars, very concerned about Mars. It seems like Mars is Earth's nemesis now, and
Ooh.
so they don't want to be involved. They don't want to be part of a war with Mars and something else. They're just nah, we got to save our resources because Mars seems to they don't talk about Earth's military at all. Mars seems to be the military might. So
The
Yeah.
belt is the buffer.
Belt, yeah. I mean, if Mars and the Belt had a fight, that helps Earth on all stages, doesn't it? Because it's we sat back and watched and look at us, untouched by war, except for anything we were buying from the Belt and Mars. That obviously will go up in price as we were all experiencing.
it's fine.
It's it's you just Mars has got a weakened military. Belt has got a weakened capability for most things, full stop. They're more dependent on other places for things that they need, or water and oxygen and stuff like that. So it kind of fiscally makes sense to be well, we have the opportunity to step back from this place and kind of just leave you all to it. Why not? It's clearly a very selfish future in terms of, I was going to say in terms of governments, they're not fucking selfish now. Yes. It seems appropriate for Earth to step back.
Do you think it's a convenience of proximity that Mars is physically further out in the solar system and closer to the belt than Earth, and Earth is using Mars as a buffer on this, and it due to the setup, just being whoop. It wasn't us.
I don't know. I don't
that's-
feel like
that's
we
a tough
have
one.
enough info on Earth yet.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Javi really quick?
Yeah, we can talk about Javi anytime you
Oh,
want, baby.
no,
He's still
Mel's
alive!
face.
I made it to Ganymede, bitches.
Hold on, I meant to tab this, so
Yeah,
it might take me a
that's
second
like
Let's be
to.
clear. Let's
The
be
poor
clear.
Italians by Mel. We need to like bring that up.
Let's be clear. We're not sure he's on Ganymede.
He says he's on Ganymede.
No, he
Really?
says
He's
his thing
hired.
on Ganymede is
Snaps for
supposed to be
Havey.
on Ganymede, but it's not actually gonna be on Ganymede because war. That's what he says.
Does he say that?
Yes.
He does say
But-
something
but
to that.
we don't
Okay,
know.
well, he
I
says
mean,
he's
he could-
employed. He's not
He
dead.
could be on Ganymede. He's clearly
thought
not
he
in
said he was
transit.
got to training,
I will.
at least.
He is not in transit.
He's
I
got
will
the
accept
training.
that.
He's somewhere though.
He's not on Ganymede.
Well, he's employed
He is
by this
employed.
company.
Okay,
I love
Mel's continuing. Have locked eyes. Brewing conflict is going to kill him before he reaches Ganymede. Miller finds out via newsreel. Then
Oh,
Rob,
That was
Yeah.
so specific.
and that was when we were doing chapter 8 on February.
Oh, wow,
12th.
that was like 12 chapters ago? Oh my gosh.
On February 8th. Yeah. And those pages are falling apart because I keep flipping back and forth.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Um,
So I read it as he's on
So,
Ganymede.
yeah, so he
That's
says,
how I read it.
I've signed on with Protogen Security, big company, private army.
Rob, we
bullshit,
need to do a poll.
but the pay is worth putting up with their delusions of grandeur. The contract's supposed to be on Ganymede, but with the crap going on right now, who knows how it'll really play out.
Okay, so maybe
Turns
he's still
out
in
Protogen's
transit.
got a training base in the belt. I'd never heard about it, but it's supposed to be quite the gymnast. So he's, yeah.
He's
He
in transit.
clearly is. He transited somewhere. And then he transited to this other training station, rock, whatever. He hasn't made it to Ganymede.
I
So
don't
that's
think he's
something.
made a Ganymede either.
Okay, so maybe he's on the way to Ganymede, but that's where he thinks he's
Well, he's been detoured.
He's
but
not
he still
dead.
is alive.
Yeah.
He still is alive. Clearly, he's still alive.
He's alive.
I will accept that my theory has not played out quite.
Okay, we're not completely negating your theory.
But it's not completely
This is true.
done yet.
There's airlocks everywhere.
There are airlocks in every.
point.
Oh my god, Spuds!
But
Exactly.
Havey is still alive. He is helping out his partner. You know, he's like, hey, partner.
And
look,
wasn't
like,
that
I'll-
just adorable? They were just
That's
like
the
partner,
sweetest.
partner. Like
I know it's so
I'll
cute.
get you a job.
Can they
like-
just run away together and then we
And
never
stop
have to deal with
ogling
this
at young
bullshit?
girls and also
Yes.
just,
Yes.
Yeah.
just
That is Havey like our first male character that hasn't been a skeevy dick?
Yes, Havey's fine. He's fine.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with
Wait,
him.
has,
except he's an
wait,
Arthur.
wait,
And
wait,
Amos
wait.
isn't
Has
skeevy either.
well, no. Amos is definitely skeevy, but he admits
I don't
he's
know,
skeevy.
no.
He
I'm sorry,
admits
paying
he's
for sex
skeevy.
is
I
not
don't know,
skeevy. It's
is-
normal. It's fine.
Is Alex skeevy?
I don't think
No,
Alex
not
is
yet.
skeevy.
Alex doesn't come
Alex
across
has been a
skeevy.
non-entity about
Alex
about-
annoys Holden, which probably speaks well for him.
Yeah.
Probably does. That's a fair
He
point.
just wants to play darts and kick some ass, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
almost out of darts. So,
And
like, he's fine.
and LT Kelly wasn't skeevy. He was just
Just
a
not on
Marine.
We
screen.
didn't know
Yeah.
him long enough
we
to
didn't know him,
have an
like,
opinion
yeah,
on
we
LT
didn't have
Kelly.
his.
We only saw him at work. We only
is
saw
true.
his workplace.
All
Let's
we
be
know
clear.
is that Havey's on the way.
Yeah.
He's not
Havey.
dead yet, okay?
Havey, I love Havey. Like, seriously, I'm so happy about that.
And
I
he's
think-
helping his little friend.
I just think it's nice that somebody cares about Miller because
True.
Because Mel
it's
doesn't.
really sad. It's really sad.
I
He's worked
mean,
on
Musk
series
Musk
forever.
cried when Miller broke curfew to go say
Yeah,
goodbye
that
to her.
was weird. That was odd. But like the
That
fact that he
was,
didn't
yeah.
have any relationships prior to the relationships that we have seen form in this book for a guy who's worked on series forever, that seems
He does have
like
a lot of
lot.
he does have a lot of police relationships. So like he went to
He's
see
a lot of
people.
acquaintances. Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
he went to
He doesn't
see
have
I guess his
friends.
ex-wife. He didn't even mention going to see his ex-wife to say goodbye.
I mean, but would you go see like
Well, yeah.
Spuds is like nope.
Spuds is just like, nope.
Nope.
Nope. hard head shake
Well,
there.
I
That was
guess-
very firm and strong. That shake.
I
like,
guess
no.
the previous interaction where we knew that she was real seemed like they were in like
Alive. She was alive. There was a theory that y'all had that she had passed and that he was.
I feel like that
a
was my
Whittier.
theory. Well,
It's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
same.
It definitely
same.
was.
It didn't feel like they were.
Do you
I
want
don't
me
know,
to
I
go
don't
back and find the notes about it?
No,
it's
I'm
fine.
saying alive and real. I was using it in the same context. It's fine. Let's move on. Anyway, I got the sense from that interaction where we found out that she was alive, that they communicated, like that they actually spoke in real life too, on occasion. That's all. So I guess I would have thought that he would have.
I suppose if for me it felt like if they did communicate, it was those obligatory moments where you have to communicate, like
Sure.
you know, like the for I don't think they had a kid, but if they had a kid, for example, like we got to get a school uniform or some shit, you know, like situations
Yeah,
that
I guess
require
that's-
joint
yeah.
parenting or joint relationship discussion or post relationship discussion, whatever, you know, like I'm moving out. Do you actually want your mirror back? You know, shit like that. That's kind of.
I mean,
If
the
they
one
talk
part
about-
he's kind of skeezy. On the other part, I feel like he has this save the world complex. Like, I'm going to save Ceres. Like, I can do that. Just me, this human, which that's great. I'm
gonna
going to go
save the
talk to this
random
girl and be like,
teenagers.
don't go over there. That's stupid. And she's like, fuck you, old man. Like, I'm going to go over there for help. And he's like, I'm done helping. You know, like, why did he have to go talk to her? I don't know. I don't get it. He's weird.
The Julie thing is very weird. I hope that really fizzles away, to be honest. Wait, I actually wrote something about this that was really funny. God, where is it?
Are you saying you were really funny?
That
You
I
are
thought was really funny. Okay, so here we go. It gives me hope he's actually going to get his shit together, give up being this alcoholic thing that he seems to slip into a few chapters. I know he's still doing this creepy Julie thing, and I hope that really passes, or Julie kicks him in the nuts when she finally meets him.
I could kick him in the nuts and be like, fuck you, old man. Like, I got
Exactly.
my own. Yeah.
I guess the thing that frustrates me about the Julie thing is that she's a real person who we think is alive, right? And he thinks is alive. And yet he's coming up with this entire fantasy version of her and he's not even like
He's
weird.
creating a world in his head, it seems like.
Of a
You
real
don't know
person.
if she's alive or dead at this
She's
point.
not like a
but-
fictional character. She's not like a dead like he's like creating a whole relationship with someone. And
That man is lonely.
and it's gonna kick it if he ever meets her, it's gonna kick him in the ass, right?
Yeah.
Because his expectation of her is gonna be different than the actual her.
This reminds me a little bit of. I'm going to bring a Trek reference in here. This is going to Geordie
It's
LaForge.
exactly like that.
Yes, you know what I'm talking
I know
about.
exactly what you're
I
talking
know,
about.
Yes!
because I don't
Okay.
watch Star Trek. Tell me.
So in Star Trek, Geordie has an issue with the engines that he can't seem to get right. I can't remember exactly what it is.
The
but-
engines?
With the engines, yeah. So he tries to create it in the holodeck. He tries to create a diagnostic tool to help him redesign like an original part of the engine in essence. And the computer is able to not just allow him to create a diagnostic tool based on the original designer, but create like an approximation of that person that he can interact with. So it's almost like he's working with the original designer. And then, long story short, he works
Like a
for so
digital
long.
clone?
Like, yeah,
Kinda?
kinda, because
Okay.
it can approximate her personality to a certain degree based on interviews and discussions and
Okay.
you know.
Basically made an
notes and things.
AI version of her.
Yes, it's an
Okay.
AI version of her.
Some
Yeah, to use
public
that.
source.
That's a much faster. Yeah, so it's an AI person he can interact with on the holodeck in an environment where they can work on the original specs to fix the current problem with the engines. And he ends up falling for her, getting in crush, and then. Not too long later, she actually turns up and visits the ship because of
The
all
real
the changes
person.
he's made. The
The
real,
real
person.
person.
Yeah.
Not the AI version.
Not the AI version. And he treats her like the
A
AI version,
holodeck version, yeah.
that he's developed a crush on and like a friendship with
everyone
as well.
was puking while they watched this.
And she really was uncomfortable and rejected
Yeah, she's
it.
uncomfortable about it, and then she finds out because she goes to the holodeck to try and look at things, and the computer's just like, hey, there's a file that matches kind of your search parameters, and she accidentally opens up his file, and her AI version is in there, and she's like, what the fuck is going on? And he finds out she's in there because someone's like, oh, she went to the holodeck to work on some program, and he's like, what?
Like, oh, no.
Yeah, it storms in, and he's just like, I'm an asshole. He does admit to it, and they find a way through it, and they actually become like professional colleagues, and they're a little bit of friends.
You mean Jordy banana clip over the eyes? Is that what we're talking about here? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So this really kind of gives me those vibes. She's an adult woman, like they look to be, and professionally speaking, like be similar ages. Maybe he's even younger. I'm not sure, but like for example, when she meets him, when he meets her, she talks about her husband, and he's like, "You're married." Because the AI version, the computer didn't have that information.
You didn't have the data. Yeah.
So she was single.
Well, it wasn't relevant to.
It wasn't relevant,
something
something like that. Yeah. So this feels very much like that. If it were similar aged people, not a 50-year-old man and a 20-year-old girl. So yes, Bruce Jr., right. 1/3 of Next Generation is some enterprise officer getting horny over a whole.
I have to say
that it's not just Next Generation. It's many other.
That's many other. Yeah. Let me introduce you to the Irish.
That is the best part of Star Trek.
Yeah, the Irish getaway in Voyager.
We digress.
Okay,
so all of that Star Trek discussion to say,
anyway,
Miller,
so
creepy
Miller's
fucker.
mind is a holodeck.
It's all
and
fucked up.
Really, really.
Well, because she's
up.
like holding him at some points, and
it's weird because I feel like, and let me know what you think. I feel like, I know it's kind of creepy that the girls and they're teenagers and he's watching out for them, but I feel like the beginning to the end of this chapter, it's like in the very beginning, he's like watching these kids with like these innocents, like they're off playing and this fucking war is going on. He's like, oh my God, like he wants to relive that sort of innocence, right? And then we get to the end of the chapter and he's like, they say like, life is about risk. So like, is he now like a teenager with no like thought process? Is he an adult? He's like Jackass. If you've ever seen that show, he's like, fuck it, let's fucking risk some shit. Like it's so interesting. Like he seems like he wants to embrace this, like live in the now. I can change things. I want to be this teenager type kind of mentality. He's like, life is a risk. Fuck it, let's just do everything. Which is maybe
meanwhile
like
he's got a potential job offer.
Like then he's got this offer. Yeah, he could become part of any of these multitudes of security factions, right? Like how do you feel about Miller's choices?
I think we've clearly accepted that Miller has hyperfixated on this Julie thing. For whatever reason, he's decided she's his fixation.
Is it because he thinks like he can change the world, or is he just crazy? Like
I think it's one of those things where you build your whole life around solving puzzles, right? And solving cases, and that's your whole personality. And he even says it, right? His job was that he defined himself by.
Yeah.
Right? And this is one that he feels like he could have solved if he wasn't prevented by the man from solving it, right? So he can't let it go. And he has to keep pursuing it because it's the principle of the thing. He has to stick with it. That's who he is. He's a detective.
That's all he's got.
He's a detective. That's who he is, and he has to see it through. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
he also, the hyperfixation. Sorry, Mel, I cut you off there. I didn't realize.
No, I was just gonna say, I don't necessarily think that part of it is wrong, right? That's what makes a detective a good detective, not letting something go until they've found the solution, found the right answer, that sort of thing. It's just the unnecessary creepy Julie thing on top of that frustrates me.
Yeah, like if he wasn't doing the creepy Julie thing, I'd be like, yes, go investigate. I mean, we know more stuff. So yes, investigating the Julie lead is really key to some of the shit that's going on, at least as far as we can see with the broad scale information we have. But if it wasn't for the Creepy Judy thing, we'd be like, he is onto something. He has, that he's a dog with a bone. He's doing the envoy. I'm seeing a detail, and I'm going to follow it.
What has he got to lose now? Nothing, right? He's literally like bungee jumping off the side of a cliff. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to go to Tycho. Oh, no, I'm going to go to Eros, which we don't even see them go to Eros.
Yeah. What about that time jump?
Like, where the hell are they going?
We've talked about the time differences before, that these may not be exact time different time things line up.
They're going to Eros, which means that they got done with Tycho relatively quickly.
Yeah, seriously.
Like,
not necessarily relatively quickly.
Seriously.
But like the time jump between I don't know if the time jumps are the same, but the time jump between the previous time they synced up were not that far off. It was like a week or two, right?
It did feel like a few.
It was
weeks.
like a week or two delay. So like,
and we're not really certain how
they don't
far.
Stay on Tycho for months and months. They don't like.
No, okay, I agree. They're not there for months. I agree with that. Yes.
I mean, because I can't handle them staying on Tycho.
He
just gotta sling his Rossi.
Yeah, he's
around.
like, I need to sling my dick somewhere where it's actually bigger than everyone else's.
Yeah. He's got to be the big man on campus, so he needs to take his toys and go home. Or to Eros.
Miller has this idea that the OPA is controlling Miller or Holden. Why do you think that is in the Rocinante? Like, do we think that's really true? Is the OPA controlling them now that they've left Tycho and gone to Eros?
I honestly did not catch that Holden thinks OPA is controlling, or Miller thinks.
No, Miller thinks that
I missed that.
I must have missed that. Yeah.
The reason why they're going to Eros is the coffee maker doesn't work unless the Epstein drive is on fire.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're going for a better coffee maker. It's so true.
Sense.
Right.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Fair enough.
Tastes good when it's slightly
You have to have the fusion drive on. The fusion drive. Yeah.
Fusion. That fusion.
It's not the thrust drive, because the thrust drive would have a totally different.
It's the Geiger. It's the
The crema on thrust is
The thrust drive would not really would barely get you up to 1G. So you really need that fusion drive online.
The crema on the coffee, when it's made by a thrust, it's not as smooth and velvety. It's just
I feel like the thrust drive will vibrate the ship too much.
Yeah,
Like there's micro vibrations.
Tell me about the crema on the thrust.
No, there's not good crema on a thrust drive. It's true violence. But on a fusion drive,
it's smoother
and more powerful, and you get a better crema on your coffee. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I like my coffee with radioactive isotopes inside of it. That's how I
leaves you glowing. It leaves you with a glow. I tell you that.
Yeah. So something happens on Tycho. Something clearly happens. They have a falling
Maybe
out.
we'll find out next chapter.
Or they either have a falling out, or they decide to go on a mission for Fred.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Which is weird,
we don't know.
because Fred wants to keep them all plucked.
Yeah, so
nice and tight.
I'd be inclined to say that they go on the run from not on the run from Fred.
What do you think could scare them from Fred? Carpet, man.
I don't even know if there's
Jar Jar.
something to scare them from Fred. I would say that there is some. Holden is going to look for a reason to go because he's clearly not happy being there. Okay,
Holden
despite the fact he quote buys Palpatine's reasons, self-serving reasons, he doesn't want to hang out there. We've clearly seen that already, and he will find a reason to take them on an adventure somewhere. There'll be
sit still. He's uncomfortable sitting still. He can't rest with his thoughts. He needs to be on the go because he's traumatized.
There'll be a hint of some clue or something of the hidden ship is going to Eros, or there'll be someone on Eros who knows about the hidden stealth ship that blew up the Cant or something like that. There'll be.
Why couldn't they just talk to each other over the light beams?
Because he wants to get out. because he wants to get away from Fred.
Because
Like, this is too lush. I don't like being here.
so
This is an
Holden's in
excuse.
charge, is what you're saying.
You know, no, I'm not going to say he's in charge. What I'm saying is he will find a reason to get them out because he's uncomfortable there.
I think it's going to be like a Star Wars New Hope where they leave the Death Star and they're like, oh, that was too easy. I think Fred has hidden strings tied to him and that they're leaving, and Fred still has leverage, or
Maybe they're on a mission for him to come back and live their life. Till
if not,
retirement.
it's tied to him at this point.
Maybe on Eros they have the trial. We don't know.
I like the strings, but I don't believe that Fred would like make all that effort to get them there. I'm going to keep you safe and in luxury until this trial, and then within a week or two, let them go on the fucking run somewhere.
What if
Like,
they decide that they have to investigate? If they have to be both witnesses and investigators for the impending trial, and they want to try and solve the case as well because they're the only neutral party in this.
So the spell shifts are on Eros.
So maybe they get some sort of clue that's where Dooley is, or that's where the stealth ships are, or something, and they decide they have to go because Holden is talking about, and
I don't trust anyone else to solve this, you know.
No, but he said he wanted to see the stealth ships in Alex's like laser sights, right? Like he wants revenge. He still wants revenge. And I think probably the rest of the crew in some form or fashion also would want that and go along with that. So maybe they rest up enough to realize that and they start to feel guilty that they've been like in this lap of luxury while all these people they cared about died, right? And so they get enough rest, and then maybe they all start feeling guilty about being there, sitting on their asses and being in luxury and not pursuing whatever, and they find out, they get some Tycho info about the stealth ships.
So while we're going down this vein, why does Miller think that OPA having control over Holden has anything to do with Rocinante?
We both just said we didn't even know that.
Okay, you
Holden
don't.
Thought OPA was.
We didn't know.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't notice that he thought that. Yeah,
neither of us caught that. Sorry.
Okay.
I like how he picked up about the Ristorante going between two gas, buyers and not going to a supplier in the middle. Like
I thought it was a little too convenient. I don't know.
It was no, but he was always gonna find
that he found them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How convenient that the first one that I even I'm curious
really
about.
talk about on page is
it
should have been. If you wanted to make it less subtle, it would have been next Miller chapter that he then got off series and realized, because this one he would have skipped through and it would have been talked about 4 or 5 ships, and that would have been one of them in the mix, and then a clue in the next chapter makes him realize, wait, didn't I read about a ship that did something like that? And goes back and finds it, shit, that's the one, that's the clue. I found the clue that lines up with that. It was very quick and convenient. You're right there, Mel.
Yeah.
Next question.
I was just gonna ask, what did you think about the Rocinante's name? They say Miller says no longer a workhorse, and that it's the name of the Don
Quixote.
Thank you.
I only know about this because of the newsroom. It's a big discussion of that.
Too many fungus bourbons in Don Quixote, and he says, is that a good name? Did Holden pick a good name, or was it too obvious? If Miller can figure it out, can everyone else figure it out? No longer a workhorse? Is it a dumb name? Yes?
Yes. Holden clearly thinks he's a lot cleverer than
he totally does, doesn't he?
Yeah. But people name their ships all sorts of weird shit. What was the other one that was in there? True. Some stupid motherfucker thing or whatever it was called. I
know Miller's looking
badass for motherfucker.
Oh, the badass motherfucker. Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a ship name there. A freight hauler doing a triangle between Luna, Ganymede, and the Belt, owned by MYOFB Corporation out of Luna.
Owned by Amos's cousin, probably.
Yeah, owned by Amos's cousin. So, yes, Miller thinks he's smarter than the average bear, and he's
But
probably
he is smart. He figured it out, right? Like, so
yeah, I
Holden's
suppose.
like not as smart as he thinks, right? Because
Yeah.
if someone's paying attention, they're going to see this and be like, "That's weird. Why would he
But
take this from there?"
I could also see like no longer a workhorse. That could be about to being like, I'm free of like working for the man, and I work for myself now.
Sure. But
You
it
know?
was the whole gas thing, right? Like going from one gas
Yeah.
place to another that they
A
fucked up
gas
on,
hauler
right?
going to gas consumers.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, anyway, interesting.
It was a little too convenient for me, I have to say. I'm just like, oh, of course he found it immediately. But
That
But
was
I
con-
think
yeah.
like if nobody's looking for it, they wouldn't find it, right? Like it was probably a decent alibi.
Yes, Patrick, you're right. Someone will
Shippy
absolutely call their
McShipface.
Shippy McShipface.
Yes,
Should've
I like
been
that
Shippy
name.
McShipface.
As the person here from the country that decided a boat should be named Bodie McBoatface, I can validate that.
I mean,
as a
that
spaceship.
that delightful nomenclature has carried on and entertained
It has.
many of us for many
It's
naming
so wonderful.
contests.
If you ever want to look up something for, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but if I have and it frustrates you, I apologize. But if I haven't, please know that you need to Google the name of gritter lorries in Scotland. So these are lorries that spray down like salt and grit to stop ice forming on roads and things, and they go around, obviously, all the roads in Scotland and some of Northern England as well. And they are named the most hilarious things. And you need to go Google some. It will give you such a huge smile. If you think Bodie McBoatface is funny, go Google the gritters.
They do
Yeah.
that. They do that with snowplows in the U.S.
Yes.
And there was a whole
Same
snowplow
There we go.
competition recently in Chicago to rename some of their snowplows, and they were equally as delightful names.
We just
Very
renamed ours. too, so
Chicago-centric,
pretty
which was funny.
Yep.
They're so good. So yeah, it was convenient. I don't think I think Holden thought he was being funny or clever. I don't think he was doing it to be like, oh, if I name it this, no one will ever know who we are. I
But
think
didn't
he just
even think about it. Like,
No, I
could've
think he just-
named it like Blue Ship, but he made it a name that was like, we're giving up our past life to this new life. Nobody
it's-
will figure it out.
it's his dick slinging again, isn't it? Like
It is.
because you're only going to know about that if you've read Don Quixote, which I haven't, but I know about through
He
context
probably
because
read it in
because
a
of
library with
T-
like real wood bookshelves, and he was sitting by
Exactly.
the fire burning
he
his fucking
read
wood.
it on real
was like,
paper, like
Back when they had trees.
exactly. He
Yeah,
had, it's
exactly.
probably
He probably
his,
climbed a tree and read it.
it's probably his 10th birthday present or some shit.
I never
From his
hated
eight
Holden
parents.
so much.
From his
Yeah,
eight
from his-
parents.
from
They
his
got him a
parents,
real
exactly.
book with
Yeah.
paper.
He's a real
So-
boy.
I think he thinks he's being clever there because no one is going to have read that story who is,
Sure.
but then the people that actually have brains and are searching for shit like this might have read that story and gone, haha, that's a weird name. That's a fancy name for an uneducated belter, which is probably
It's a
how they
fancy
look
name
at it.
for a gas hauler.
For a gas. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
So,
totally should have gone with him.
What do you mean
Patrick.
haul gas? That's a whole separate science discussion. But
yeah.
hauling gas is like you put it in a big tank, I guess, but it's weird.
Yeah, you hold the tank. So anyway,
Well, I think that's more what clued him off than
Yes.
the name was the going back
Yes.
going
Yes,
back and forth
absolutely.
between the gas consumers. It's like being a like a food supplier who goes back and forth between DC and New York. Like, we are not producing food in DC nor New York. And if you were just like driving a tractor trailer that hauls food back and forth, what are you? We'd be like drugs. You're doing
Would
drugs.
you rather be an ice hauler or a gas hauler? That's what I want to know.
I feel like
so. It seemed like the gas hauler, because they commented on this when they docked at Tycho, that the gas hauler's tanks are on the outside of the ship, so they're not ice inside the ship,
Right.
like rolling.
Nobody's
around and hitting
losing
the
an
walls.
arm for this.
You wouldn't lose your arm on the gas You would
That's
just
insane.
get blown into space, and that
True.
would you would die much faster if the gas.
And I feel like you're
escapes.
going from a station to a station, so at least like you're not going from a station to the middle of fucking nowhere. With nothing
Not
wrong
that,
with the middle of
not that
fucking
the station
nowhere.
is in the middle of a neighborhood, but still.
Yeah. No, but a station is still like
in
these,
comparison to the ice
these
belt
stations
area, yes.
are the size of states. So like they
Some of
are
them, yeah.
huge. Ceres is the size of Wisconsin. Like if you look at the measurements, I actually looked it up.
The cheese is not as
or the size of Portugal if you want to go for like more.
thank
But
you.
do they
Making
let
it-
their
yeah.
children drink at bars
Yeah.
as long as they're there? That's
Yeah,
what
like I want to know how good the cheese is. That's the important question. Anyway, it's been a very long show already. Let's
Yes.
start wrapping up, okay?
wrap
We
it
were
up.
well over 2 hour mark. We're not even wrapping up. Any
I
other
don't
big
even know what
important
time it
questions?
is, guys.
It is nearly
It's
it's
time to
nearly
wrap up.
11:15. It's definitely time to
Well,
wrap up.
let's fucking get out of here. Who's got
No,
the best-
no.
Oh wait, do we have other questions? Go, Matt. Go, Leigh-A.
Oh, I was just going through all the questions to make sure that we got most everything that was important.
Okay.
Okay, Mel, who got G this week?
Javi
Javi.
for being a
Aw.
good partner.
I absolutely agree with that. Who got Toe?
We know who has chosen.
We know who got Toe. Fair enough. Who is the most Aiel? I would say Naomi for stabbing that fucking microphone in such a badass way.
I was gonna say Naomi was, but I was debating Amos also for just being like,
For stabbing a hooker?
no, for taking advantage of the downtime, which I
Yeah,
are
for
very
putting it
well
on Fred's
aware.
expense account.
Yeah, when you're not in war, you do what you want.
Do what you
That's
need.
true. That's true.
He was taking care of his
Um,
needs. It's
Yes.
good.
Do we have a
TCB,
token?
taking care of business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And do we have a token Wetlander?
It is a toss-up, let's be honest.
I feel like it's still Miller. This chapter.
This
He's so driven by weird things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's making
That's fair.
odd choices. He's not making logical choices.
What do you think, Spuds?
I think Holden.
Holden? All right.
I think Holden.
I don't
It-
know.
it is a
Holden is
toss-up
dot
before.
song at this point. for
This is
me.
my shit.
Oh, this does.
Screw you guys. I don't like your two.
Miller, there's light at the end of the tunnel for Miller for me. He's still being a bit weird, but there was a big dip and there is now an upturn on the curve. Holden, he's had a couple of small little, beep beep, but mostly it's downhill. So yeah. This whole gear up, guns, blah blah blah. 2 seconds later, die with laughter, handshaking. Tell me what's going on in the middle of an open space. No, I buy that 2 seconds later. He's a little whiplashy at the moment.
I love that I still think it's hilarious that he has helmet on. Everyone else had already taken their helmet off. We're like, what are you doing, dude?
He was being a bit too serious, yeah.
So that's not a stabbiest moment. That's a derpiest moment. But do y'all have a
Very
stabbiest moment from these chapters?
I mean, Alex playing darts.
Yeah,
Totally stabbing.
He was
very
like-
stabby.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
being
was
like,
playing
yeah,
hooker.
let me tell you about Martian darts. Let me tell you how we're good. Yeah. He was like, I'm a
Martian
stabby
darts.
You feel like you could also say Amos was very
I mean,
stabby.
Palentine's,
It happened
Johnson
off
teams.
screen. I don't know.
Johnson's team's
We don't
rockets
know
with
the-
chemical rockets on it could be, could be happening right now. We don't know.
That's a threat. Oh, I did have one
big
question to
stabby
wrap
moment.
up with, and it came from
Yeah.
the time discussion.
Time.
Not one that we need to really delve into right now, but how much of this exposition war information stuff that we get in the Miller chapters? I'm asking Mel here. All right, we get these Miller chapters and it gives you war exposition. Okay, how much of that is stuff that applies to the next Holden chapter or potential Holden? Because obviously the Miller stuff's slightly ahead of the Holden stuff, at least not all the time, but at least some of the time. So should we be paying more attention to this war exposition and potentially it's giving us clues to what's going to happen. Look at these two right now; they're drinking, like sipping away. Like I feel like we're missing a trick in this exposition, Mel. I might need to go back and reread the exposition at the beginning.
I was actually just drinking because you said this is for Mel.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh.
No, you weren't drinking for that reason. Mel, do you think we're missing something? Do we need to examine this exposition more for next week? We don't need to talk about the actual exposition.
We're like the smartest people in the room, just
You
like
really
Holden.
Okay.
So we're like,
do we have to be Holden?
I'm just.
Can we be like? Can we be like the? Can we be Havey with the intelligence of Miller?
It's too late. It's too late for me to answer you thoughtfully, so I can just make jokes at this point.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
And
I
I'm
think-
too tired to think about whether I should go back and think about things. But yes.
Let's wrap it up then.
You wrap it up.
Spuds, do you have any closing thoughts for us?
I don't. I think we hit them all.
I think we should show your graphic one more time.
Yes.
Hold on. I got it. I got it.
Holden.
Hold on. I got it. There we go.
I'm
is just
excited
so
for the Miller Holden chapters.
When is that going to be? Do you
Yeah,
think?
when's that
I
gonna
think they're
happen?
soon.
Is that happening soon?
I think they're
I don't
soon.
know. I want to say not until chapter 30.
Look at
No,
that
I think it's.
gas at the back of that ship.
I think we have one more Holden chapter on Tycho, and then they also go to Eros, and
Okay.
then they either meet
Okay.
up in Miller's chapter, or they meet up in the next Holden chapter. That's my
Beautiful Spuds.
one or the other.
That is beautiful. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
By the way, can I just give?
Yeah, I mean, you're given something, but the computer was
turned
giving us.
robot.
My screen just went crazy.
Yeah, we
Are
got.
we still here? That was the weirdest shit.
Rocky, is that you?
Can I just give a shout out to Umbras in the chat? I don't know if I've seen Umbras before.
Hi,
Are they
Umbra.
new? Welcome to the
Umbras.
show. Umbras. That was so crazy, guys. Anyway, welcome. Happy to see you, Umbras.
Yes.
Anyway, go
Uh,
on.
No, that's it.
I felt like there was something I wanted to do or say, and I just don't remember.
It's been a long week. So everybody
Spuds,
say good night.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes,
It's
thank you for
been
hanging out.
lovely
Spuds.
having you, and I appreciate all the creativity you contribute to this
Spuds, we love you.
ridiculous show.
Oh wait, there was one. I did. I started. Hold on.
Okay.
So
All right.
we said to create a tongue twister, and Oliver's ears did.
Oh, Fred said ahead of shed shedding a red head. He fed a red to a mostly dead shed.
Just nailed it.
Tongue twisters.
Boom.
Oh wow!
I
knew there was
I may or may not have enjoyed tongue twisters when I was a kid. So.
That's what she said.
I don't know if I can say that.
All right, I think we're done, friends.
Yes, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Really appreciate it. You are the best. Let me kick the outro into gear. So until then,
Here I come to have your day. Placentamon is on the way. Placentamon.
Sorry, not sorry.
and as we like to say around here, folks, may you always find love, water, and shade. Bye.
Bye.